Hey! Hello, one and all, to the Disadventures crew. I am your DM today. My name is Jared, and we have some lovely, fine folks with us today. We're going to start on my left. Never mind, we're going to start on my right.
I'm Noah, and I'm playing Father Apollonius, but you may call me Apollo.
I'm Papi Chulo. I'm playing Dio Dancing.
I am Corey, and I am playing Zenith, the Dwarven Shadow Sorcerer.
Perfect.
My name is Joe, and I am racist against the shadows.
I'm here. I'm Brutus, and I am a paladin of the Watchers. I'm here to send Eldritch Horrors back to their own dimension with body slams.
Perfect. And this...
At 2, Brute. Alright.
This merry group of travelers find themselves in one of the many Dwarven cities. This Dwarven city, known as Stone Hollow, is a vast, multi-leveled underground metropolis carved into the heart of a mountain. Stone Hollow is a bustling industry section with trade and tradition. The most noticeable thing about this underground cavern is how hot it is down here. The loud kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Yes, Corey.
I'm sorry, am I used? Would I be used to this as a dwarf, or no? Is
You
this
can
just
assume that you've been here.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I do not want the heater.
Yo,
The heater is a
kaboosh
problem for me.
of the massive Titan anvil. The thing that brings the most industry to this parts.
Beautiful to behold.
Series of massive stone bridges that connect the multi-level metropolis, and the majority of light found here is on the ceiling. A starry night sky made of not stars or night, but glowing crystals.
Whoa.
The streets paved with said crystals in the rocks themselves. Mostly dim light. Nothing's really bright down here.
Pretty cool natural light got going on down here.
You all are about an hour before the next train is set to arrive. You've all booked passage to go to the next, to go to the capital. A lot of people are going to the capital. There's news of dwarves from each city, okay? The leaders, the union reps, the nobles, the merchant clans, all going to the capital to see the elected king of the ancestors. Be it to sell their wares, to learn information about what's going on. It's very been hush-hush.
So we're going to a coronation?
No, it's just a gathering.
Oh.
No one really knows why. It's just anybody who's anybody has received a letter from the king saying, you need to come to the capital. Y'all didn't get such a letter. You have other reasons as to why you want to see what's going on. Finding yourselves in the Ember Horn, named after the massive horn made of glowing rock that goes off whenever the train is set to arrive. There's multiple levels connected to a spiral staircase set with glowing magma streams for lighting in here. It's even hotter than it is outside. But, woman at the bar, you all find yourselves sitting around. There's a group of, not a group, there's two halflings that are noticeable. They seem to be taking photos next to all of the interesting things like the horn, skull of a dragon, very much tourists.
Okay, so
For the love of God, stop!
are they ladies, guys? Oh.
Hey, that's mine! I need that!
Can I get rid of
I'm going
my
to
portrait?
dash.
Yes, I'll delete your portrait.
Thank you.
And then he takes, it actually went, and he takes it, and he looks at it very sad, and then he hands it to you.
Hey, buddy.
Right in the
going to
magma.
take.
Right in the
I'm gonna take the time to pose for him with my. Actually, I don't.
You
have
may
any
ask
items.
me.
I'm just gonna
for
take the
a
time to
portrait,
pose
but
for
don't
him.
Pose with.
Take it wherever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna dance with
Have some
Yeah.
dignity
boy over
for
here.
yourself, man.
We're posing.
I don't have a mouth being a robot, but I'm gonna give him a thumbs up while my multiple irises on my singular eye are flying off in every direction.
Oh my.
I'm just there dancing on the side.
It's
It
not
might be
controlled.
blurry when it gets me.
Can we take a photo of you? Yes, please, says his wife.
I am posing with him.
Of course.
Okay.
Do you want-
Anything for you.
Do you want the? May I?
Yes, you
in?
can get in.
Do you want a little fanciness to it?
Sure.
Is he going to get
I take my staff, I clink it to the ground, and it spawns a giant constructor snake behind us.
Constructor snake?
So, yeah. Oh, thank you so very much. Honey, I knew this would be the best honeymoon ever.
Exact
And then
honeymoon. I cast dancing lights, and we start. It's disco balls, guys.
And then they fall
It
into
was
lava and
a
die.
real pleasure
Well,
to
the
meet
lava
you.
itself has, like, cages around it. Like, it is long, like, what is it? Channels, like aquifers, almost, but with cages over top, to prevent anyone from falling in, really. Other than that, there's standoffish group of a full knight suit. Okay, anyone here Elvish or know anything about elves?
I'm a half elf.
You're a half elf?
also a
Okay.
half elf.
I speak Elvish.
Perfect. Y'all would know that from the way the armor is engraved, it is very much an elven knight. And the woman standing beside him is probably a noble of some sort.
Can I talk to this knight?
Yeah, of course.
I walk up. Well, Apollo walks up. Says, "Greetings, friend. What business are you on here?"
The knight will look at you, and you can't see his eyes through the visor, okay? He is imposingly tall. Sword on his waist, hand there. His shield set on the table. And just says, our business is our own, sir. Oh, please. And the noble lady will playfully, but also sort of sternly, hit the man on the shoulder.
For 200 damage, and the knight instantly
He
dies.
explodes.
Damn.
Oh,
Hush, hush now.
Arlo!
hush, hush.
We're on our
Disintegrate.
way to see what's going on with the Dwarven King.
The Dwarven King.
And the
You
knight.
and everybody else, sir.
I know. It's very concerning. We do a lot of trade, but it's all sort of slowed down recently, and we haven't been given proper notice as to why.
That sounds like a job for me. I'm gonna start making my way over there.
You're just over here like,
You're gonna saunter over there.
What is
Well,
that?
I do not-
Problems in the tunnels?
Well, I do not wish
I live
to
in these tunnels.
speak with the king.
Oh my goodness, excuse me.
There are other reasons I need to go and visit. I am looking for a dragonborn with 5 heads.
Dragonborn with 5 heads.
I feel he will bring great danger to this world.
Did you say dragonborn or drag?
Dragonborn, not a demon.
I've
Plausibly related.
read about such anomalies, hydras and the like. If you ever get a chance to take a look at the library in the Dwarven capital, I highly recommend you check out their arcane section.
It is not a hydra. It is a dragonborn. The dragon humanoid creature
Yes.
with 5 heads.
I still feel you'd have your best luck there. It's one of the largest libraries on the continent.
What the fuck do you want to?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello.
And then another side of the room, you just hear, shit! And out from underneath a large cloth pops out a gnomish woman with her hair all frizzled up.
Whoa!
Oh, don't make me start, dwarf!
What kind of party we having?
I want to say that again, short thing.
So you just ignored me laughing at you though?
Yeah, right.
That was in character.
You pointed at and laughed, and you're yelling at the gnomish woman. Hey, the other gnome with her will push, like, basically stand in front of you two, like, hey, everybody, it's a tavern. I'm sure Olga over there wouldn't like us to start a fight.
Likely not.
I want to go talk
That
to
will
My
not stop
apologies.
us.
To who?
I
I want to
go.
go talk to Olga.
Yeah, that girl.
I look at.
Yeah, Olga.
I
Yeah,
turn
absolutely.
towards the bar and I
Girl
go.
with the
My
pink
apologies, Olga. And I look at the ground and I.
Yeah. You land
Show
in the
respect.
molten lava and
So respect to everyone.
thanks
Oh,
very
that was
much,
pretty
Zenith.
disrespectful.
Olga, older
Oh,
dwarven
yeah,
woman
that
with a
was pretty
wispy
disrespectful.
sort of chin beard that's braided up.
Yeah, female dwarves are here.
Yeah, oh,
Fucking go!
bearded woman.
Whoa, girl. I really like your style.
Oh, stop. I could be old enough to be your great-grandmother.
Ooh, you age
Just
like
the way I
fine
like it.
wine, baby.
Oh, and she blushes.
All right, that's great. Tell me about
Um,
yourself. What you going on here?
I'm working, sweetie. Would you like to order something?
Perchance, what you got going on sale?
Sale? Well, roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. Ooh, you already know I'm good at that,
Yeah.
baby. Woo! And then
Natural one. Let's go.
I wish. Persuasion plus 13 to my persuasion. That's 24. Hey.
She'll grab an old bottle.
Oh,
Okay, dark brown glass that seems to have aged hundreds of years. She... And you see actual flames shoot out the top.
Woo!
And she'll pour you a shot glass. Some dwarven fire whiskey for you, fella.
Ooh, I
On
take
the
it.
house.
Ooh,
Can you make it two?
thank you, baby. You don't owe this
I
man.
mean,
man.
if it wouldn't be too much of a
you know
Two
what?
friends.
I'll give you a
if that
gold
wouldn't be
piece.
too much of a hassle,
because how
would you
sweet
make
you
it
are.
3?
Aw, and she'll slide one over to you.
All
If
right.
it wouldn't be too much of
Thank
a
you.
hassle, could you make
I
that
know.
3? I have a coin.
I think
One gold piece for a
I
shot
put
of
it
this
down.
stuff.
Yep.
She'll slide it over to anyone else want dwarven fire
Yeah,
whiskey?
come on, guys, let's get in the party. It's just
Look at
started.
I-
He
Let's
has
go.
not stopped dancing.
I have no mouth, so I just kind of lean back, and you see my chest open up, and you can see the furnace blazing inside the machine portion. And I just dump the shot in.
Shoots out.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Let's
that's the
go.
most refreshing thing I've
So
had.
slide
in
it
a
over.
long while.
Anyone that does not have resistance to the poison makes this check straight. If you have resistance to poison, it's done with advantage. Just give me a con save.
Drinking leads to a befuddled mind. I'll pass.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
12.
Okay.
3.
Shits, passes out, dies. In that order.
I got a 19.
Perfect. The save is 17.
I got 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Anyone that failed takes 2 points of fire damage.
Ah, that's hot.
And you feel it. You feel it burn as it goes down.
Ah, this is good. This is real good.
Does smoke come out?
Yes, smoke
So I
comes
just,
out.
do I know about?
Yeah.
So I just lean back in my chair after and I go.
Heartburn.
Yeah,
Sorry
like
about
circle like the smoke rings. Absolutely, yeah. Quick, please! And then the halfling will take a photo of the smoke rings.
Oh wait, I'll take another shot. Let me do that again. I want them to get my fire
Yeah,
geyser.
of course.
And I'm gonna lean back and take the shot again.
Okay, give me another con
Yup.
save.
that. Can I help him out?
I think you
That's
can
a
help
14.
without
It's a
being asked to
14.
shot.
You take 2 points of
It
damage.
was worth it. Was it
Fire
a good
damage.
picture?
Yeah. You take it.
Can I
like
roll a
the-
performance check?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's gonna blow some O's.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural
blown
20. What do you do as
He
with this
starts doing
fire line that
cues.
enters your chest?
I would even.
What vape tricks do you know?
Does your flame change color?
Yeah, it increases to like a white flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just and it's almost you hear like a hissing scream release. Unfortunately, screams are not captured in photos, but the photo's very washed out from how bright the flame was.
There's just a solar flare on camera.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, pretty much.
He looks at his camera. I didn't think I turned the flash on.
Oh man.
Damn, my finger must have been in the way of the.
picture. Oh. It's the
So
white
when's
photo.
this train supposed to arrive?
The Emerald.
No.
Right now, baby,
Let me
let's
take
get
another shot.
on.
I'm so glad I asked.
And following the conga line that is Dio dancing,
Let's go, baby,
the
right here.
halflings will dance behind
Hey,
you
yo.
on your way to the train.
I'm not following that.
I'm gonna very poorly with my robot limbs attempt
Hey,
to
You're doing the
There
robot.
we go. He got it.
I don't follow the conga line. I'm off the side and I'm just walking normally. I'm like,
Anyone that's
Good
dancing with Dio
robot,
dancing,
go.
give me a performance check.
Dun,
I just want to know.
Hell yeah.
Raisin
I'm taking
Blade,
a
what's up?
slow, pious walk.
Both of the halflings
18.
rolled 11s.
Oh, shit.
They're not bad.
18.
Wait.
13.
Perfect.
I was
Okay.
made to do the robot.
Dude, your robot is fantastic.
Thank you.
That's so
Almost like you're a
believable.
robot.
Can I roll for performance just because?
Yeah.
oh god.
No, the bard
Alright.
can't.
Hopefully no one's
You have advantage.
here.
I do have advantages. Plus
Bards
13 to
perform
14. That's
in my
27.
tavern.
27.
Yeah.
Multiple people from the train going to the train join the conga line. and get on the train.
Do you remember the dance that Samurai Jack did in the fucking disco?
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
what are you doing?
The dance that Samurai Jack did in the fucking disco.
Oh yeah.
I'm
All right.
hiding
Alright, so we're all done.
a necklace that has my home crest on it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't want anyone to relate me to my home. This is, and I just keep walking because because this is kind of embarrassing for him.
Wait.
Embarrassment is for bitches.
What happened?
Be proud of yourself.
Knowing you, I need
Yeah.
you to roll me.
Not
Give me athletics.
Athletics
Or sleight of hand.
or sleight of hand.
Robot. You're not cool enough for
Unnatural
me,
20.
wolf
No, unnatural.
boy.
So 21.
Okay, so the elfin lady, okay, and her knight, they both follow.
Yeah.
Okay, and she gets into it. She starts dancing too.
All right.
However, her dress is not built for dancing.
Ooh.
And she immediately falls face first, like forward.
Yeah.
And you spin around, catch her by the waist. And the knight that's with her went to grab her, but he tripped over his own feet and falls face first.
And then I
I'm gonna
spin
try
her
to catch
around.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I help him?
I'm gonna make
catch?
an acrobatics check.
I do the little tangle thing where I hold it like this.
Yeah.
And I still roll my
17.
17. You catch him. He is. You can't see his face or anything, but he's like, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then he'll go back to
he's there.
the noble lady, and you're two dancing. Give me persuasion.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
Embarrassed,
Yeah.
as they say.
I keep forgetting you're a cat.
Your eyes are so bewitching.
It is okay. A lot of people
While
do
they're
it
doing
to
that, I'm
deceive.
shifting my eyes because I'm
Does
watching no one
does a
sees.
28
right,
does a 28 land that kiss?
She blushes,
But then again,
and you go
I'm
in for
looking
the
at, like,
kiss.
47
And the
other
knight will
planes
grab
in
your
existence
face
at
and
one
push
time.
you off of her. Grab her and usher her onto the train as quickly as possible.
Hey, you want one too, baby? Come back.
She turns and like meets your eyes before she enters the train.
I'll find you again, darling.
And now everyone gets
What are you
onto the
going
train
to
after
paint her
that.
like one of your French girls?
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
Man,
You
I
know
hope
me,
this
baby.
bar ain't stuck next to me.
I can teach you a few things if you need.
Doing the robot. I
I don't think you can teach me what I need.
I hope there's a tavern on this.
Brutus,
There
I like
is
the
a
moves,
tavern on
man.
the train. You immediately go to the dining cart. Okay, entire
I
kitchen
didn't
cart
know
for
your
food,
name
but there is
until
like a
now.
bar
It all
set up in a
makes
lounge
sense.
area. But other
Thanks,
than that, this train
Cool,
ride.
me and you, man.
It wasn't D&D, it was I, Dio.
Dio dancing, let's go, baby.
The worst part is we were both planning on doing Dio references.
Yeah.
You should have now. That would have been too much.
The train ride.
Dio dancing, I would've.
The train ride is going to be about 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an overnight sleeper car, basically. You all relatively close, relatively same class level for what you have on you currently. You already bought your tickets, and it's going to be 7 days before you reach the capital. Is there anything you'd like to do? Is there anything that you guys do on this train while you're waiting? Anything that would be specific to your character's mentality? This train itself, by the way, before I get into that, is a large metal behemoth, okay? 15 feet cubic dimensions, about 30 feet long per cart.
Almost like an Amtrak.
It's crazy, yeah.
Like a huge Amtrak.
Yes. There are massive crystal glass windows in the carts, and your rooms are relatively small with 2 bunk beds, basically, with closets. There's bathrooms, there's showers. The showers use cleansing crystals. They're not the
Do you
best
need to get a shower card?
No, you have it. It's basically you walk into the room, you press a gem, and it cleans your entire body.
Alright.
You can set it to hot or cold to make you feel a little bit warmer or a little bit colder after you're done. But it gets you perfectly clean. You don't feel nearly as clean as you would if you took an actual shower. Other than that, beautiful windows, chairs, booths in the dining room area, and most of the landscape you see out of the windows is about empty tunnels of just perfectly sculpted ways, and massive caverns with glowing crystals, mushroom forests. riverways, waterways, stalagmites, tights, columns, anything and everything that you'd find in a cave, you would see through these windows.
Whoa, guys, I didn't know we're traveling to the Wraith Cave.
I know you want to.
I mean, I live around
well,
here.
that's
I'm
why I
pretty
asked about
used
the
to
shower
all
card
this
thing.
stuff.
Yes.
But it never ceases
other
to
than that,
amaze
nah.
me with its
Okay.
natural beauty.
If there was, I was like, I
Colors
got
are
it.
nice.
I'm at the drinks
Right,
part,
right.
and I'm just like, I get I'm guessing sizes would be small, medium, large. There's no dwarf size where it's the bigger one.
Oh, no, yeah, there's a
Small,
dwarf
medium,
size.
large.
I go
There's always a
large.
dwarf size.
Dwarven tankard, please.
You don't even need to, like, before you finish your sentence, the dwarf already hands you it.
Instead of purchasing alcohol, I will be brewing my own.
Oh, you brew your own alcohol? What do you brew?
I brew beer, ale, tobacco.
Tobacco?
I brew my tobacco.
Tabaxi's cold.
Ah, he'll look you up and down. You got any sake?
Of course I do.
All right then.
Sadly, I do not brew it, but I do carry it.
Well, if you need to use the
a
breweries,
distributor?
I'll lead you to the kitchen, but I gotta serve these customers first.
I have my own brewing kit.
All right then, yeah. I mean, you can set it up on that table there if you want. I'll make sure no one touches it, as long as I get some of it.
Of course.
Exactly.
My bag
Good
of
on you,
holding-
fella.
From my bag of holding, I pull a still.
I take my staff and I have just a belt loop to hold where my staff is, so it's close to me at all times. I just
You're wearing a belt in the shower?
no, I'm at the bar.
I rolled a 15 from my brewer's kit.
I was asking about the
perfect.
shower thing because some friends have
Uh,
shower cards.
By at least. I mean, are you looking to brew? How long does it take to brew?
That's a wonderful question.
Well, he looks that up. I'm gonna make my way around the train
Yeah.
and like try to keep my ear open for any information I can hear about the passages being closed or the trouble or what's going on. Any kind of rumors or
Give me. You can do what? What would you like to use?
I like to imagine I'm trying to talk to people, not just listen, so I'm actively starting conversations. So
Yeah.
maybe like persuasion.
Persuasion? Yeah, you can use persuasion.
Trying to see if I can get information
Yeah.
more than passively seeking it. Yeah, I rolled a 1.
A lot of people don't feel comfortable talking to you on the account of your massive fucking eyeball and steely
I
frame.
can't even look at them. I'm looking everywhere.
Yeah.
Do I see him?
Yeah. You guys all met in the tavern.
I walk there. Hey, Bruce. If you need some help talking to people,
Oh,
You know, Dio got
the
you.
set that I currently
you
have
must
is in the
appreciate.
final steps.
I've
so
been
it's gonna
trying to
take about
find
2 hours.
information about what's
Okay,
going
yeah,
on
sure.
in these tunnels.
With a 15,
You see, as you know,
whatever's the
I'm a
max that you
paladin.
can get.
Paladin, I see.
Yeah, I have an oath of the Watchers. You see,
what
I'm
were
down
you
here
brewing?
trying to protect
I
our
was
plane of
brewing
existence
Tabaxi's
from
Skull.
extra-dimensional eldritch beings.
Uh,
So I was
It's like a
wondering
site.
maybe something might
Okay,
be
yeah,
down
sure.
here
Perfect, you
causing
have it.
these disruptions if it wasn't here before.
So I think we should ask one of the guys in charge, right? Let me
That
think.
might be a good idea rather than asking all these folks around who might not know nothing.
Have you seen anybody that look like that at all?
Can I look around and see if I see anyone who might be in charge?
Wait, there's this guy clean right here. What is
no,
he?
no, it was the halfling taking a photo out the window and the flash caused a blur on the camera.
Oh, never mind. All right. Can I also make a perception check with him to see if we can find anybody else?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's easy enough. You guys know who's in charge. There's literally a barkeeper right there.
I rolled a 25.
That works on this trip.
I rolled a 25.
25.
Anybody else? They may not stick out.
So
You
really-
dance your way to the front of the train.
All right.
I'm gonna dance
Okay,
with him.
where
Hey, right next
you
to
dance your way to the front of the train where the actual like conductor and everything is.
Yeah.
You knock on the door and give me performance
performance.
as you dance in front of this door.
Can he get help since I'm dancing?
He already
with him?
has advantage.
Yeah, you
He doesn't need help.
Hey, yo.
23 and I rolled a 10.
23. Yeah. The one dwarf like you step between the train cars and it's like little handrails on either side and you see like the massive empty cavern in the distance. Okay, you're both side by side. You're dancing. You're looking at the door. I need you to roll me perception. The dude opens the door and he's like, "What the?
Dude, come on.
Damn!
Right? These moves are killer, huh?
Damn!
16.
16.
Yeah,
Okay.
check this out. Hey, we got a few questions for you if you have the time, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Come on in.
All right.
And he walks in, and just as you walk in, in the far distance, in this massive empty cavern, lights sparkling across the ceiling, hundreds of feet away, you see a line. A moving line of sorts that exits the ceiling and goes into the ground and then disappears. So, what questions did you have to ask me?
Let me tell you
What's
right now.
that line?
Right there.
What?
That line?
Oh, those are columns. They naturally form in caves. The lines disappeared.
Oh.
He doesn't see it.
No, I don't think that was it.
Hey, yo, Brutus, you said you had something else to ask, though, did you not?
Yeah, I was just wondering, might you know anything about what's been going on in these tunnels?
And then can I
Causing
get...
disruptions and disappearances?
Oh yeah, there's been a couple collapses here or there. We had to monitor through a few of them. Tracks destroyed, but we got our,
What about any kind of rumors as to why it might be causing it?
Well, we've been, investigating. Well, I'll say we. I haven't. All I've been told is that we have to take the old lines
Wait.
because the new ones were destroyed.
Oh, who told you that?
The union rep.
Is he here?
Nah, you think the union rep's gonna be on the fucking train? You crazy?
Fuck yeah.
How very forward this fantasy realm is to have a union rep.
Only the dwarves.
Oh, those dwarven unions.
Not even the gnomes get union reps.
No, that's all colleges and stuff. They have to fight for grant money, so they don't have unions.
Fucking
Is there
a
anybody
bunch
who...
of art degrees in gnomes.
Is there anybody
Got
who
it.
works here who you might know might give us the good answers for that?
Oh,
You seem like the kind of guy who knows a few things.
Oh, thanks. I do know a few things, but they.
I know how to break it down, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm just watching what he's doing. Honestly. I mean, I really wish I knew, but unfortunately, all I can really tell you is that I'm probably the best qualified to tell you this. But it's been way too many lines that have been going down. It's not. I wouldn't say it's natural, really.
You think something's creating these lines?
Well, something's destroying the line.
Destroying the lines?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
train
not good.
lines. Yeah, just looking at the trains,
You mean like the train we're on?
they do levitate.
Yeah.
There's massive crystals underneath the train bed that levitate across. So there's no real tracks, but something is knocking them off the tracks and they just can't get back on, or tunnels collapse. But no one knows why. Like when we go to investigate them, there's just massive cave-ins or giant holes. But it's bigger than a burrow bug, so I don't think it's like a dwarven terrorist attack. I haven't had that in the last 75 years. That's how the unions were started.
Brutus is just gonna be looking out the window this whole time.
Yeah, you're watching.
Like, almost all of my lenses, except for the one looking at him, are concentrated at that window.
Alright, hey man, we seem like really good buds. Now, I know this might be asking a lot, but Brutus here, he needs a bigger bed, and the place he has...
Yeah, I'm 6'6".
Yeah, he can't fit in that small ass bed. I'll give away my bed to anybody else, but I need this man to be upgraded to a first class. Is that alright?
First class?
First class, hey, come on, you know me, come on, I'll make it good, yeah?
Dio, I don't know how I could ever make that up to you.
Okay, well
Seeing as how I
that's a
don't
28.
actually
28?
sleep.
Yeah,
You know what, you guys, honestly, I just vibe with you.
Yeah.
I like you a lot.
I'm feeling you too, man.
I
You
can figure
too,
something out
Conductor
for
Mike.
you. And he'll go over to, like, basically a large clipboard and look through the things, and he's like, oh, looks like we got empty carriage, first class private room.
No way.
All I ask is
Yeah.
when you're done with it, you make sure you clean up any mess you got.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, this is a private car. It's reserved for a fella, but he's not on the train right now, so you two can stay there if you'd like.
Oh, thank you. And we know a guy who can take a picture to make sure everything looks just right when we put it back, huh?
We got the perfect guy for that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
What's your name again? I'm so sorry.
Gregor.
Gregor. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. I'm Dio.
Nice
Dio
to meet you,
Dance.
Gregor.
Dio Dancing!
Yeah, remember the name, baby.
Oh, I'll never
Nice to meet
forget
you,
it!
Gregor. I'm Brutus.
Nice to meet you, Brutus.
A little crush.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry.
a strong one, ain't
Yeah.
you?
I'm sorry, I'm still new to this body.
Well, if there's a collapse on this rail line, I know who's digging me out.
Yeah.
Have a good, safe trip. I'll be keeping my eyes out for any sort of disturbances in the line.
Thank you
Alright.
again, man. Hey, you have a good night.
Thanks.
Alright, Gregor, keep it safe.
And, yeah, you got your brew done easier than expected. I'd say it's a. How much did you brew?
10.
10 gallons?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got 10 gallons of high quality.
As soon as we exit the room, I just stop
Okay,
and just
perfect.
stand staring out the window.
I'm gonna give one of the guys
Every
to the
single one of my
Oh,
100
hell
friends is
yeah!
looking.
Thank you so much, friend.
See, I have
Is it gonna help me
top
sleep
portion of my head
tonight?
is like one eyeball,
Enjoy.
but I'm a robot.
It has
so
a
it's
feeling
like
it-
one big lens,
it will
and
put
then
you
there's
out
a
a
bunch of
little better
irises moving
than your
around
Dwarven
underneath
is.
because I'm watching the multiverse, making sure there's
Oh,
no
don't get me wrong,
threats.
Dwarven ale
So
does
they
hit,
all
but this.
concentrate. It's just
Oh,
like,
that's something I've never
I
smelled
don't know,
before.
I kind of like the idea of that.
Noah, Corey, is there anything you guys like to do?
My character is in his room, meditating
Okay.
peacefully, but also enjoying the view out the window.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view.
Do I notice anything scary?
I was gonna ask you to make a perception check, but you're all the way over
Let
there.
me roll.
I
Let
was
me
gonna say
roll.
when I exit the room from them, I just
Let me
stop and I
roll.
just stand staring out the window with all of my eyes concentrated,
Yeah, of
making
course.
sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, he closes the door behind you and you're between the two carts. Each side,
I'm gonna stay out here.
you just
I'm
stand.
gonna stay out here.
Okay.
After I'm done brewing, I'm
I
gonna
can
look for
hear,
my friend
I can
Brutus.
hear the danger outside.
After I'm done brewing, I'm gonna find my friend Brutus.
Okay, yeah.
So I can brew with Brutus.
Perfect. He's not anywhere in the normal sections of the train, but you do go forward and you find him right behind the conductor, in between the two carts, ground below you, rushing past, okay, about a foot off the ground, just rushing past. And just as you reach out, he's just staring out into the cavern before you enter a tunnel, and all vision's cut off of the cavern.
As soon as the vision cuts off, all of my eye lenses snap to him, but my head doesn't. Oh, what's up, Klaus?
What is wrong? You're standing outside on the train.
I don't know what it was, but I saw something. It looked like a line. It was there 1 second, and next it was gone. But it extended the entire length of the cavern. I don't know what it was, but I think I was the only one who saw it.
Right on cue. What's your perception?
My perception, I rolled a 2, but with my perception added to it, I have a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
You have advantage because you've just been staring out this window for a good long time.
Unnatural 20.
You looking out the window a little bit further in the past with him
I also
at
do
the
have dark
same
vision. I don't know
time.
if that impacts anything.
What?
I have dark vision, so I don't know if that impacts anything.
Even better.
Okay.
Same time on opposite ends of the train when it's going through the cavern. You're looking out, you're meditating, you're looking at the glowing crystal ceilings, the beautiful mushroom forests, a thin fog across the entire cavern, cave dew, and you see the same thing he did. In the far distance, hundreds of feet away, dimly lit by the cavern, a column appear from the ceiling, go down, and disappear into the ground. You don't hear anything, you don't feel anything besides the rattling of the train.
Do I know what that is? Am I familiar with cave creatures? Nature?
Yeah, nature.
Or even, how about history? Nature.
Because would he know the area? Would your character know this cavern cave?
I'd say give me nature, is what I'd have to say.
12.
12. You have no idea what this is. Okay, it looks massive, gargantuan even. And you can't distinguish color at this distance, even with your dark vision. And you can only vaguely guess size based on the surrounding cave structure around it.
How big is it? If I'm estimating here.
Estimating, when it exits the ceiling and burrows into the ground, you look at it and you know it's got to be burrowing underground, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then its tail exits the cavern ceiling and disappears into the ground.
So it's
Yeah, that
Well,
thing's
that's concerning.
fucking massive.
And then I return to my meditation.
Was that a train?
The trains only move horizontally. What would you like to do?
I finish my drink.
I think we have a problem.
I
Does
look
it
at the
do
barkeep
it?
and I say,
I think
Yeah,
we're gonna need
for a
a bigger
wonderful
train.
Hey, of course, fella. Anything for you.
I think I'm going to
You're part of the union.
Good thing I don't know this yet. I could still be blissfully.
I'll get you. It's fine. I recommend you join though. The Brewers Union, great business.
I would agree.
Yeah, I'm even allowed to drink on the job.
Can we step back inside?
Yes.
Unions and me
I'm
don't.
gonna be like.
I'm allowed to drink on the job.
Oh,
Just
all
don't
right,
tell
all
anyone.
right.
More though.
More of an independent contractor then.
More of family business.
Family business.
Yeah, just
Give me deception. Not that you're telling a lie, but you're making it sound better than it actually is.
that is going.
He's not telling the whole truth.
That's still
Yeah.
a lie.
So that's yeah.
No, as long as you can tell the truth and make it sound
it's
better.
adding flavor.
Okay,
to
as
my
an
truth.
author, I know how to do that
It's
very
adding
well.
a little bit of flavor to the sentence.
That is a.
He's telling partly the
believe
truth.
Yes.
Sprinkled with
I
partial.
tried to double check it was a
lies.
7 and out of 1 on this.
7, okay.
No. It's an unnat 20.
Unnat 20.
I had a
okay.
17, but the 7 and the 1s look
Okay.
similar, so I had to find the 11 quick.
Okay, do you have any bonuses?
Ooh.
No? Okay. Merchant family then, I'll get you. Oh, that's fine. And he'll take another sip of his drink.
And I go and find my friends.
Well, actually, they walk back in from the outside, make their way down to their bedroom, and you end up in the dining cart. You've arrived before them. They sort of disappeared behind you. You're like, okay, sure, whatever.
You know, I had the room
And-
key.
Apollo, you've just seen this. Okay, what do you do?
Seen the creature.
Yeah.
Hey, Apollo, how you doing?
Well, he's in his bedroom right
Oh,
now.
never mind.
Well,
Everyone
the-
else is in the
other-
dining car.
Well, the other two are
and I'm
here.
just seeing what he does.
I'm just gonna walk around
I'm
and
gonna
start
relate-
asking people if they saw
I'm going to
something.
relay the information to the other two while we're here about what I saw.
Yeah. You
As
guys
little as it was.
meet, basically. You walk your way down. The only other people you really come across is in this dining car is the gnomes. The elf woman you passed on your way out. She doesn't leave her bedroom, basically, but she did open the cart or open the door
It was just perfect.
when the trolley came by with foods and confectionaries. But she was on the other side of the train, so she didn't see across the train. Neither did the knight. The tinkerers, the gnomes, they're in the dining room themselves. The one woman with the large red hair that was frizzled is under the cart, making crink, crink, crink noises. And then the halflings are just sort of sitting around looking out the window, taking photos.
I'll just take my turn and ask everyone if they saw what I saw.
The
We'll start with the ones who were peering out the window.
Yeah, the halflings say, no, I didn't really see it. Oh, I didn't really see anything. But, you can take a look through my photos if you like.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, and he'll, pull out from a bag of holding a large scrapbook that is already partially done with wedding photos, family get-togethers, and then now it's labeled honeymoon. And there's several photos on it, and he hands it to you.
Are they close enough for me to hear?
Yeah, you guys are all in the dining
Okay.
car, okay? He's just walked in and he's asking. He clearly saw
Because
something.
if I hear him asking, I'm gonna make my way over there.
What the?
Anything
Where the
else?
hell were you guys?
Investigation.
I was,
Having a
Is it
great
moving
time.
for you
I was
to what?
vibing with the conductor and Dio, but I saw something.
What?
It looked like a pillar. I only saw a glimpse of it, half a second at most. I only caught it out the corner of my eye as I was entering the room, but by the time I got through the room and was looking out the window, it was gone.
Do
Pillar.
you have a circuit loose or something?
We're in a cave.
I have no circuit loose. I am
You're perfect.
My investigation was 9.
Sorta.
9.
Finn.
We're in a cave. There's a bunch of pillars. You sure it's
There's
not?
nothing
Alright.
really, like, most of the photos.
But I've seen
photo
I've
ops.
seen a
Cute photo ops,
stalagmite
yeah,
or
there's a
two
photo
or
of all of
three
them
or
together
dozen in
at
my
the
time.
tavern. And one washed out
This-
photo when he tried to take a photo
Whatever it
of
was, it's
the
left me
cavern,
with
like with
some
the
kind of
window,
feeling
and you
I
see a
can't
reflection
shake.
of his
There's
face,
something
but you
here.
don't see anything besides that.
Some lovely photos, certainly, but I don't think there's anything in here that can help us.
Oh, thank you so much. And he takes it back and looks at his wife, and they sit down and continue looking out the window.
Just keep your eyes out the windows. I definitely saw something out there.
Oh, aye, sir.
Hey, fellas,
Wait, you
can I
saw
take a picture of
something
you
too?
two? Beautiful couple.
Oh, thank you kindly, please. And he'll take it off and hand it to you.
Alrighty, I take the picture. I take maybe 2 or 3. I printed out. I handed it back to him. Sorry, it's a little blurry. I can't stop moving.
Oh, thank you.
I've been
Oh,
hit
it
with
looks
that
really
photo.
nice. Thank you.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
I've been hit with that favor.
I want you to give me perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
All right.
Just to see how, or sleight of hand to see how well you took the photo.
Okay, well,
Well, what's your perception first?
my perception. It's 17.
Catch the picture. before
17.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your perception.
Yep.
Now give me sleight of hand.
It's like, oh, it's a bad picture.
Can't even see that. It was only a 9.
Only a 9.
Yeah.
Okay, the 17 I would say is high enough. The photo's not too blurry from your dancing,
Yeah.
but as you hand it over, this is an arcane camera.
Mm-hmm.
It develops very quickly.
Mm.
And when you hand it over, you look down and behind, they're sitting in a booth.
Yeah.
Okay, this couple and they're sitting there, they're smiling,
Mm-hmm.
and you had the flash off because you were worried about the window flash, you saw the other photo.
I try to take some.
And
liberties.
in the window of the photo, you see something in the background.
Wait a minute.
Okay. At this distance, you'd say thicker, really thick. Okay, it doesn't look like a normal column. Okay, it's too round to be any sort of column. You look out the window, it's not there. But you look at the photo, it's definitely there. It's something.
Excuse me, guys.
Wait.
Can I show this photo to my friend Brutus?
That's it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hey man, check this out.
That's it.
This is it.
Yeah, you both can confirm that's what you saw.
That was it.
This is what you saw.
It's getting
What it
closer.
looked like.
That's.
It's much bigger than it was when you first saw it.
Here, somebody else hold this, I
being
can't-
someone who's from here, can I roll a nature check to see if I know it?
Yeah.
You know what? Can I roll nature check too?
I'll roll too.
When you say from here, what do you mean?
I
I'm gonna
live
give him
down
the hell
here.
back
I live
instead
down
of
here
what-
hunting in these tunnels, so like,
So when you say this is the undercaverns. There is the deep section of the undercaverns, and then there's the surface level,
Yeah.
and then there's what you would qualify as the abyssal regions. I would say you've never been to the abyssal regions. Okay, that's too deep, too dangerous.
that's perfect because I got a 7.
This is it. You've been under caverns, the deep caverns, and then the abyss caverns. You've been to under caverns, and then explored some of the deep caverns. Never in the abyssal caverns. You've never seen what that photo, the creature in there.
I've never seen anything like
Can
this.
Dio make a shot at this? See
Yeah.
if something could happen?
Everybody's like, Pull my
Alrighty. He
nature check.
rolled a natural 1.
No idea.
I have no
No
fucking
races
clue,
in
guys.
first.
Yeah.
If I know abyssal, is there a word for this creature?
I know abyssal.
You guys know abyssal.
I speak abyssal. And
You'd-
primordial.
You'd say,
I'm an extra dimensional.
okay, you don't know what the creature is. Okay, but the word that comes to mind when you see this is just a direct translation of what abyssal is. It would be
I don't like that there's an abyssal word for this.
Aneldia gigantus.
From tomes long lost to me, it sounds like a gigantus.
Aneldia gigantus.
Aneldia gigantus.
What
To
the-
be exact.
What the hell is that?
Well, it's got
Words
the name
lost all meaning. I
Gigantus.
can only identify it.
It's basically direct translation. The best you can do is giant worm.
That looks like one big worm to me.
I think the word is pretty accurate.
You think this is the thing destroying all the
I don't know what's destroying everything around here, but I do know that we saw this.
Corey, what did you want to say?
As a sort of apology for my rudeness to the gnomes at the
Oh,
bar, I give them a piece
He's
of paper
still
with my
cooking on
calligraphy
that.
kit.
Oh, okay.
I use my calligraphy supplies, and I was like, "It's a dwarven blessing. May your
Oh,
matrimony be eternal." And
you
it's
mean the
all-
halflings?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah. I gave it to them, but it's only in dwarvish, so they can't. So
Oh,
they don't-
thank you so much. What does it actually say?
It's a verse.
It just no. It just it literally.
Oh, it just says my blessings.
It just says, "Congrats on the wonderful matrimony," and that you know. I don't remember what clan
Yeah.
I was thought of for.
Yeah, it's
my
fine.
dwarf.
It's blessings
my-
from your clan.
But blessings from my
Yeah.
clan, and it has my clan symbol on it.
Oh, thank you so much. Can you take another photo with us with this? And as you guys are in existential terror, the halfling couple is taking a photo. Could you take a photo? No, actually, you've been dancing. Could you take a photo of us?
Of course I could.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you.
Can I get into this?
I'm
just
going to get
Nah,
closer
nah.
to the window and
And then they'll take the photo and the paper and put it in the scrapbook. Now back to the existential terror.
Now, back to you guys, because I was listening in while I was writing this, because I did want to apologize. It was rude. What the hell do you mean a giant worm?
What we mean is there is a worm that is giant.
yeah, he's about summed it up pretty good. That's where I was going with that too. You see, it's in the
Any
net.
other features of this thing?
Well,
Worm-like and giant.
It
does
is
he
the
mention? Does he mention
size.
Apollo? Do you mention the counting of the worm when you measure its size?
Let me-
from
Well,
earlier.
from when it exited the ceiling to when it exited the floor, took me about 10 seconds of time. However quickly it moves, you can calculate that, robot.
Regardless, that's a pretty big distance.
Yes.
Big fucking worm.
Big enough to be terrifying.
At the
This is big
smallest,
enough to
that's still
swallow this
terrifying.
train whole.
And where'd you see this worm?
Look, back in the
I'm
last
writing down all
cavern,
these
the
notes.
last cavern we were in before the tunnel is when I saw it. But this photograph we took is
Would
after
you like to
we
actually
came.
write down these notes? So you don't
okay, so
forget and I don't have to
out of
remember for you?
out of character from my
No,
best
it would much rather you
recollection. Me and
I'll
him
forget.
saw it.
I
We
swear to
entered
God.
another tunnel. We exited that tunnel into another cavern. Correct.
Yes, the
So
way...
we're in a separate cavern from the first place we saw it, and we
Yes.
saw it again in a
Yes,
picture
and you
in
saw
this
it again in this new cavern.
So it's following. Look, when me and him saw it, it would have had to be in the other cavern before we entered that last tunnel. We're in a different cavern now. It is clearly following the train. Now,
Best
I'm
way
no
you can describe it
engineer.
is that you're going straight, it came out through here, and then it's been slowly...
that's what.
Yeah.
I'm no engineer or biologist or nothing like that, but I reckon it's following the train for the
I'm going
vibrations.
to go tell the conductor to speed the train.
Or stop the train.
Tell him to
If it's
stop.
following the vibrations.
I have an idea.
Look,
I need the train to stop. If we can get to a wall, I can use my tremor sense and sense something if anything is getting close to us.
just stop
And what the
train.
hell we gonna do then?
Yeah, but if we
Fight
stop
it.
it,
Alternative perception?
bad.
Passive perception.
Yeah, my passive perception's an 18.
17.
11.
18.
10
Okay.
plus perception.
10+%. Okay, 15. That's not actually
15.
bad.
Noah's?
18.
18?
Good thing I covered
17 and
eyeballs.
above, you guys, as you're saying, like, we got to, talking out the window, you've entered another cavern. It is traveling along the ground, okay, following the train at this point. You can see off the side, basically, of this, you're built into the side of a wall at this point, so you can get a good, nice view, okay? And you get a good, nice
I don't want a
view
view
of
of
this about 25 to 30 foot diameter, dark, violet hewn worm
I'm
traveling
going to run
just
to the conductor.
above the ground. And as you guys disappear into the tunnel, you hear a smash of stone as it begins to burrow through next to the tunnel. And your vision's blotted out for a little bit by the stone wall before it goes from black to dark purple as the worm is riding up along the train, and you feel the entire train
I'm going to yell, everybody get down!
I'm going to run to the conductor and tell him to speed the fuck up.
Yeah, you book it. Okay,
We're going to need a bigger train.
rushing there, you're double timing it, I imagine.
So I can dash as a bonus action using key, and then I can just straight up double my movement.
Give me an acrobatics roll for me.
Dodging people.
Dodging people and just trying to burst through doors to go between.
Bro, this is what you're
Can I give him
for.
bardic inspiration?
Yeah?
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
What do you do for your bardic inspiration as he runs out the door and you're just like,
Go get him, Tiger!
What is the die?
I think it's
D6,
like,
D8.
I imagine D8 at this
yeah.
level.
Fuck it, D8.
Say borrowing 100. Hey,
It's 1d8.
Brutus.
16.
16. So,
I rolled a fucking 2 on my d20.
At least it wasn't a 1. Bursting through the first door, okay, you are immediately hit with, just like between the carts, you feel the heat emanating off of this worm, and the thick, musty smell hits your nose. The grinding of dirt and rock as it burrows alongside the train. You have to grab onto the handrail as the train tilts about 25 degrees. You open the next door, you're in the kitchen. All of the plates, dishes, everything has fallen off the one side, crashed. There's people scattered to the left side. And you keep on running. You have to actually jump over a trolley cart on your way through the kitchen, through the storage, and into the conductor's room. At this point, one dude's knocked out, hit his head against one of the shelves. The conductor that was talking to all of you, Gregor, he's already mid trying to push the train as fast as it goes.
With all the speed that I've built up from running, I'm going to see that he is trying to push the thing forward. I'm going to kick it with all the speed that I have.
You push it and you just drop kick the fucking thing? Okay.
Do you break the handle?
Give me acrobatics.
That's better than before.
You still have a break inspiration, right?
No, I only get it once.
Oh, damn.
I had to use it.
That's fair enough.
That's going to be a 15.
I used it to get
15. Okay.
breaking his spell.
I need you to roll me your unarmed attack damage, but it's just going to be blunt damage because you're kicking it. You're not trying to...
Let's add my modifier.
Yeah.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, where in steel?
Am I kicking?
Okay.
Am I drop kicking Gregor in the spine?
No, you are drop kicking. You run and the handle. You shout out of the way, and he'll look. He sees you running and he sees you jump, and at the last second he lets go, and the handle starts immediately. Like it's already. He lets go and it goes, and you jump, hitting it. And now I need to roll. You said 6 damage.
Yes.
You're praying that this thing has more than 6 HP, basically.
Yeah.
You, the handle cracks as it's knocked forward and it's pinned at about 75 degrees. Okay, it's stuck, but it's not going full throttle. Unfortunately, it wasn't strong enough to withstand your sheer might, and the train is stuck at a perfect thing. And you can see out the side of the window at this point, and you see the massive rotating maw of this creature chewing away, and these beady black eyes. And you can't see because it's perfectly black, but you can feel its eyes on you as it begins to burrow down and underneath the train and eat away at the tracks and lead ahead. And the train is basically crushed halfway between the wall and the body of this worm. You look around and you see as the front of the train begins to crush.
Can I use polymorph on the creature to stop it from burrowing into something that can't burrow? If I polymorph it into something that can't burrow, we can get ahead of it.
I need you to tell me what...
Transform a creature.
Yes.
Transform a creature, and you choose. You can see within range into a beast. The target must succeed a Wisdom saving throw or shapeshift into a beast for the duration. That form can be a beast of my choosing, that I choose, that has the same challenge rating equal to or less than the target's.
Okay. Is it safe to assume y'all ran after him?
I'm doing my best, but I'm trying to like keep people safe from.
I was just
Yeah,
saying.
you're helping people
I'm
on
more-
the way.
I
more-
shouted,
I'm
giving
more
him the help, but
managing
I'm not
crowd
with him.
control.
Yeah. Does anyone make sure to tell the people behind you what's happening?
Oh yeah.
In the back of the
Oh,
train.
definitely.
I shout, be like, guys, this
probably
way,
heading
this
that
way, baby.
Honestly, I'm gonna be heading to the back of the train.
To the back of the train
let
to help
them
people.
know.
Yeah.
What are you two doing?
I'm running up and down looking to see if anyone's injured. Because then
Okay.
I'll-
I'm standing next
I
to
got
Brutus.
Leon.
So what does it need to beat?
Something to heal
On a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
The worrying part is
Needs to be a.
equal.
What it said? It's where
Well,
it says
he
attack
just-
/ save, right?
I know, but isn't it an equal?
Yeah, it needs to make a wisdom save, right? What?
15.
That is
15.
important. That is important. I just want to make sure that wasn't going to be equally horrifying. Surprise.
15.
The issue is he wants to make it small.
I
It's
know.
wisdom.
Let's make it.
It rolled a 14 with a -1 wisdom. So what do you change this creature into?
Sheep.
Sheep? So
To a fish.
you
Oh god, you better hope it doesn't just fucking drop, break the polymorph,
We're
and turn
in
back.
the air.
well, you're levitating a foot off
I'm
the ground.
concentrating on it. The
Okay,
moment I
thought
see
we
it,
were, I
it's-
thought we were on the wall of the
The
cavern.
moment it's
Well,
polymorph would
you got
die,
into the
it
tunnel,
changes
and then
back.
it burrowed into the
For a
wall
second,
after you.
For a second, I was worried.
Yes.
Sheep
Turn into a bird. I don't know.
fine, bird.
Well, no, it's a sheep.
Okay.
It's a sheep.
on the train track.
It is burrowing its way underneath the train and in front of you, basically. And the train gets shoved against the stone's side, and the front of it starts getting pincered and pincered. And I'm going to roll a D100, and I want someone to tell me high or low. Yeah, high or low.
Low.
What's the group consentence?
Wow.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, high it is.
Whoa.
If it's high, I'm going to say the worm shrinks towards the center of its body. If it's low, the back of the creature shrinks and turns into the sheep to the head. Okay, and the fact that it's in front of the train currently, if it shrinks to the head, it is immediately crushed and reforms.
That's actually worse, I think. That's much.
It is.
That's a much worse situation to be in.
Oh, that's a drop.
That means that. Oh no! What have we done? I need a drink.
You might need that.
We're gonna die.
Let's go, boys!
Is it low?
We're fighting
It's
it
a
right away!
28.
Oh, low. All right.
We're gonna die.
You
We're
wanna
gonna
die?
Die horribly.
It is, you see
There's a
from the
wall.
side window, all of you guys look out the window and you see the body of the worm towards the front of the train. It's going much faster than it was burrowing. And the eyes of this creature, you look, and they go wide in surprise as there's a pearly white sheep right in front of the train. Koosh! And then it unfurls. And the entire front of the face is now directly on the train head. And its teeth begins to crush
All right, hold
the front
monster.
of the train.
Hold
Kill
monster.
the monk.
You guys are going full throttle forward.
We're going.
75%.
We're going 75.
75, yes, 75% to full throttle forward.
Yes.
If you freeze this monster,
Yeah.
It's a
you're
wall.
going to drive into its mouth.
Right through it, right? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go right through it though.
No,
It
we
is
won't.
25
Do you know how
feet in
fucking
diameter.
big
It's
this
massive.
Christ.
It's massive.
It's
that
25
work?
feet
Never
in
mind.
diameter. Your train is a 15-foot cube.
Okay,
We're-
can I do
we'll
like
die
earth tremor
horribly.
and
We will just drive straight into its stomach.
can I do earth tremor to bring it down
And you'll
in front of
probably
us?
die.
Earth Tremor, tell me.
We all will!
It has to make a dex save of 17, but with the cause of tremor within the ground, each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving
Just
throw.
kidding, I don't do
The
that.
creature
I'm
is
gonna
knocked
be dead.
prone.
I know.
If
can
the ground
fly,
in the area
so
is
can I.
loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain
Oh,
until cleared. So kind of just,
Okay, so it has to make a what save? Dex save?
yeah, 17.
Okay. It rolled an 18
Fuck, that's unfortunate.
with a -2 dex.
But does the
Fuck!
ground still become?
Well, you're running to the front. He's running to the back. You're running to the front. You see teeth through the top of the train. The dwarf at this point is like, ah! And he's like grabbing the unconscious dwarf, trying to pull him past you out of the train.
Fuck.
You're looking at this just Howard in horror.
I punched the tooth!
You punch the tooth.
Are we
okay?
going
And
to
he
work?
just, your feet begin to reverberate across the train as you dance, and the ground around you begins to shake and tremor. The worm starts to violently shake the front of the train, releases its teeth. It almost as if the vibrations in its mouth throws it off. And then it begins to burrow directly down and away. So it goes out. And you are just ramming into the back of this worm at 75% throttle. And You see the crushed metal begin to tear and scrape at its upper body. But eventually, you see the tail of the creature disappear, and the train's still going full throttle. You go directly down into the hole after it, going down wherever this thing may lead
We
you.
ride, boys.
Am I at the front now?
The great
Yeah,
hunt
yeah,
begins.
you're at the
go.
front. Anyone who's in
Let
the
me
front,
out.
you're in the back.
Open up a
You're
window for
telling
me.
everyone
now,
we gotta go. We
essentially,
I
gotta
have one more.
Falling.
I have one more plan.
I'm gonna start helping
Banishment.
people out of the
Banishment?
train.
What's the
Okay.
I'm gonna start helping.
He's at the
30
tail end of the worm, okay? He can
30 feet.
Since I'm at the back of the train, I'm gonna start helping people and try to get them safely onto the track. If
And
I
as
can.
I'm yelling,
The train's
it's going
moving.
too fast.
It's
as I'm
moving.
yelling banishment,
I
I turn and I go, please work and everyone hold on.
Your DC's what, 15?
Yep.
Then in that case, I'm just gonna
You
grab
point.
as many people as I can. And start
Banishment. And out from... How does this come out of you and towards the worm?
It's just a beam of just almost like a purplish black, almost like the same
I'm-
color as the worm, of energy just
before-
shoots out of my
before
hand.
he
Shoots
does
out,
I have a
grabs the
plan
tail
for
spike
myself.
of this worm,
Let's say, are we-
and
are
you
we
watch
alone back
as
here?
the tail
I'm
begins
going-
to dissolve and goes to the front.
I'm going to grab as many people as I can around me and prepare to start flying when the last train car goes over the edge.
Okay. I just want to set the stage. The dissolving begins to banish the worm from the tail end, goes all the way to the tip. And as you see into the darkness, you have what, 120 feet of dark vision?
I have 240.
240? You can't see the end of this tunnel. The front of the worm you can't see. It disappears into darkness. And at the last second, you pray to God, whatever gods your ancestors, that the worm dug into an empty cavern.
I was gonna
Because
say,
you're going
I hope it's not a free
near full throttle towards
not
either
flying.
hopefully an empty cavern
Maybe a
or
fucking
a
wall.
stone wall.
yeah.
Bong! And you feel your heart clench as you are thrusted headfirst into a river, empty open cavern. The front of the train and the back of the train begins to go under, and you.
I'm flying out the back door. I don't know.
I'm
I don't know if
running
it's hitting
towards
a
the back
wall or
fucking
not.
train car.
Do I see him coming? He's fast.
Yeah. You guys, who's running away from the front of the train?
I can't. I'm out
Me
the
too.
window.
I'm dipping. I'm fucking.
Well, the window's shattered.
While I'm
Okay,
hovering
you
at the
banished,
exit
and then the
of the
train
train,
has
one
about
arm
like
out.
30 seconds before you splash into
Then
the
I'm
water.
like,
Yeah,
right when
you-
I vanish, the moment the spell leaves my fingers, I'm concentrating on the spell, but I'm
Yeah.
sprinting as fast as I could.
Okay, you guys are running towards the back. What's your strength? What's your carry weight?
I have an 18 strength, so.
Okay.
I'm pretty small.
Give me athletics.
Okay. Oh, good thing I got plus 12 in that. 30.
30. Oh my goodness. You are able to carry out a good majority of people. The halflings, the gnomes.
I'm not even grabbing. I'm just climb on.
Yeah, the halflings and the gnomes hop on your back, and you wrap your arms around the noble woman and her knight, and jump off
I fly out with my thruster boots.
with your thruster boots, and you land on the track as you just watch the train disappear into darkness. Y'all are running towards the back of the train.
I'm gonna put them down and try to make my way to the train and get ready to catch anyone who jumps out.
It disappears in a matter of
it's all
seconds.
gone.
The back of the train.
As I get to the end of the last car, I use Step of the Wind and Feline Agility. So I get to dash, doubling my movement speed, and Feline Agility, doubling my movement speed again, becoming 180 with a 180 fly speed.
You have a fly speed. That's good. That's good because the angle of this is difficult terrain. Okay, with how the worm went down. You're able to fly. Do you grab anyone?
Fuck no!
Okay, you disappear off the end of the train. The last three of you,
Oh man, where's my booze class?
I need
It's okay, I have
you to give me acrobatics.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Longstrider on myself.
Longstrider,
Where's my
perfect.
dispatch?
I need you three to give me acrobatics. Because the train is shaking and rattling as you guys are running towards the
5
end.
gallons of salt.
16? Okay.
I have a lot of alcohol.
30.
30?
I don't
You
cast
pass.
Fireball. I cast Fireball.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Yeah, I
yes.
just punted people. 13.
13.
Let me die. Let me die. No healing spells for anyone.
No, you'll live.
Healing spells right there.
Okay.
Quick question. I fly. Theoretically, if I dive down into this train, can I make it to some of them before it hits the bottom in that 30
too fast.
seconds? It's too
too
fast.
fast.
Damn, I was gonna try.
Oh yeah, dude, this thing's going like fucking 200 miles.
I was
Yeah.
hoping maybe
But it's
it could
going into
plummet
river.
down
It's a
like
bullet train.
suicide dive.
Basically, it's a magical bullet train. I just need to figure out how working on concentration spells work.
As
Noah,
long as
you're
he
gonna
doesn't
take.
damage. He's not making saves.
They're taking damage. Noah and Corey, you're both taking 6 points of.
The DC is gonna be 10.
Okay, just 10.
It's either 10 or if the damage is higher than 10, equal to the DC
Okay.
or damage taken.
Okay, so you need to pass a con save of 10, Corey. But you both take 6 points of damage as you're running through the train, and different shards of glass from the windows shatter, scraping you. As you're just running,
Surprise.
tables, trolley carts, even a few people as they try to scramble their way out of this train, freaking out.
My movement
Surprise
speed.
brewing stand. Smash.
20, why is it 20?
Because I have plate armor.
Oh.
And you're not strong enough
Wait, does it
to
also-
carry it?
If you're strong enough, it doesn't
Wait,
impede
does it
your
also?
movement.
Do I also?
I mean, like
use my.
I disrobe.
You can't.
Wait.
Well, I mean, on the
was
train, you most likely
He has
weren't wearing it
universe,
at the
it was
time.
20, but-
So I'd say you have 30, and on your way out, you quick run into your room, grab your shit, and get out. So what did you get on your con save?
18.
Okay. You managed to hold concentration on this spell,
I'm
and you guys
screaming.
get out as you hear the echoes of screams of the other passengers. This train can hold easily over 100 people on it.
As I hear the scream, I'm
I'm
going to go
screaming
down
every
regardless of-
Is there
dwarvish
any
swear word under the
kids
sun.
that I see when I'm dancing my way through, not doing anything?
speed dancing your way through the train. This looks like a time to do the tango.
You don't. When you guys were getting on the train, you didn't see any young families or anything.
Okay,
like
good. I was
that.
gonna save the kins.
Yeah, there was no kids on this specific train.
Damn.
There probably
Good.
were on the hundreds of other trains, though.
Yeah, they're.
And flying out, you guys jump out, and now you have a fly speed, so you can get out easily. Noah, or Apollo, Diodanzin, and Zenith. You guys are now at easily like a 70, like an angle like this thick, okay? As you jump out of the train and grab onto the sides.
Hold on.
And there's easily...
I'm gonna grab one of them.
I'm still shaking.
I am.
1,
Give me a
2,
performance check.
3. If I roll a 4, I re-roll.
I am flying down the tunnel. I don't know
29.
how I'm able to
29?
get there.
You're like
I grabbed
doing the
Dio
worm
dancing.
as you're holding on.
You grabbing me?
I grab Dio dancing as I
Alright.
start flying.
He's grabbing
Okay,
me.
you're saved. They have to fly up 100 feet
I'm just letting you know I'm still
to
dancing.
the walkway area.
Yeah, I know 180.
Are you grabbing
Okay.
me by like my shoulders? Because I'm still dancing, man. I'm like,
I grab you by the hands. I grab you by the closest thing to me.
Cool, then I'm going like this,
Yeah.
like the worm.
Yes. Who do you save? There's Zenith and Apollo.
I'll grab Apollo.
Apollo. Okay, Zenith, you're stuck on the side right now until someone comes back for you.
He tried fixing it.
I know he tried fixing it, but he put a worm in front of the train.
All right, so
He
what,
tried
Wait,
fixing
are you guys gonna get him?
I'm gonna come back for him once I put
Okay,
him
okay.
down.
Zenith, you're saved. And
And then I'm gonna go.
you
Then
hear
I'm going down even deeper.
splash! Echo
You hear
from
the
the
room?
empty
I'm
tunnel.
gonna go look for
You don't hear them.
survivors.
so it fell into a river. So
The
we're
worst
good.
part is the train can't stop.
I'm gonna go look for survivors.
Okay. You make your way down. Does it what before we get to that, you're at the top. And how long does banishment last?
1 minute.
1 minute.
I don't know the worm's banished. I was in the back of the train.
Yeah, and you've
It's
been-
that simple.
Yeah.
I'm going down to look for survivors.
I would have told you because I was at the front.
Did you have time while we were rescuing 2 people? Because I
The
went.
moment I passed you,
Okay,
the
you just
moment,
like,
the
"Worm's
worm is finished.
Worm's
Get
banished."
out.
Okay, if he told me. Even or odds. No one said anything, so I'm gonna pick. I'm going down. I'm going down, regardless.
You go down.
It's the right thing
Up
to
at
do.
the top, noble woman. What the hell was that? And the noble knight. Take deep breaths. Deep breaths, my lady. Deep breaths.
I'm right
Big
here.
worm.
I'm right here, love. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right.
Persuasion.
That was a
Is my-
giant
my-
fucking
Fuck it away.
Is my spell still? Is it about to fizzle out or?
You
Because
it-
I would
60
assume.
60
Started at
seconds.
17, I
It
got
was-
plus 13.
Banishment's a minute. It was 30 seconds until the train hit the water. So that means there was 30 seconds after the train hit the water.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd say
after
there's
train?
about 30 seconds left. Okay, just so we can have ease of use, I want initiative rolls
Okay.
on you guys. So 30 seconds is...
Can we say he rolls the initiative?
Actually, let's forget initiative. Y'all got 5 minutes
60. Oh, okay. Shit. Well, okay.
Cool.
until it comes back.
Okay, well,
Alright, listen, everybody, start
Survivor.
running in that direction.
come with me, love.
I'm getting survivors.
I take the. Is she like a noble lady?
Yeah.
I take her along, grab by the hand. Let's go.
The noble knight, he just lifts her up and starts booking it. Okay, ahead of you.
Hey, bring it back to me.
Zenith is
Does she look
like,
back?
No, he doesn't.
Does she?
She's Princess Carrie.
She's scared. But she gotta be calm for me. Dio!
I don't think you ever told her her name, did you?
Baby, my name's Dio, never forget.
Okay.
Listen, we
Zenith
need to
has
go. No!
I go.
Zenith is having a massive headache because he's concentrating on something that big. He's just
But,
like.
but,
I'm just-
all the other people on the train!
Me, I'm coming.
We'll turn into waterfoot in a minute.
I'm grabbing a-
You need to run.
I'm grabbing armfuls of people as I come back up with my first batch.
Okay, yeah, you come up with your first batch. When you go down, you see that the train, the front engine, basically destroyed. Okay, Grey Gore.
He's who I look for first. He's important.
Grey Gore is now a pile of red gore.
No.
I delete that from my memory bank. All of my memories of
The
Gregor are
train's
gone.
crystals still work. The front of the engine's completely destroyed. Okay, but the rest of the train is sort of hovering and slowly being pushed by the water as you hear groans, moans from the train. Okay, and you're in this massive cavern where water is just.
I'm gonna make my way to the back of the train, trying to get as many people as I can, and then make
Most
my
of
way.
the people on the train that
Most
were
of
in this
them are
crash,
dead.
they're either dead or too injured to be moved.
Anyone who I can, I'm going to attempt to heal. With lay on hands. Just
Lay on
enough
hands?
to stabilize them, enough to move them. If
Okay, how many points do you want
I
to
have
spend?
45 hit points, so as many as I can.
You could theoretically,
Even if
with
I
that
go
logic,
around
you
and
could
just, like,
save
one,
45
one,
people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They would not be good enough to move
Yeah.
themselves. You could move them, but that's 45 people you have to look after. It's you. At this point, in this moment in time, you have basically two options. You save yourselves and run, or
I'll heal as
You
many
try
as I
to-
can to the point where they can look after themselves. With 45 hit points. I don't know how many people I can theoretically save.
I would say 45 people.
Well, I
you
mean,
just
like-
need 1 point to stabilize them.
I want them healed enough to like
They
we
can
don't
run.
have to constantly be watching them, like they can get away on their own. Like
Then you'd be able to save about
3.
half as much.
45. 45 divided by 5 is 8.
Yes.
Yes.
You could save about 8 people.
No, 45 is definitely 9.
Oh, yeah.
9?
Yeah,
'cause we're
nine,
level
nine.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be able to save about 9 people.
Then that's what I'll do.
You managed to do 9 people.
Can
And
you
the
at least
ones
save
that
the couple?
ones that I can't save,
The
who are
couple's
still
out.
alive,
couple-
I
The
will-
couple,
the couple's
the
out.
gnomes, and
The princess.
the
The
princess.
ones who I can't save, I will not look at them, but stomp their head in to make sure that they're no longer suffering.
Holy shit.
Just make my way through. Bump, bump.
I mean, I didn't even get to finish the other obvious option. I
No.
just said you could either run and save yourselves, or, and then he's like, I want to stomp their heads.
No one else is down here.
yeah, what's going on?
I know, but I'm just letting you know that.
You know what? I'll let you go through with the other option before. I
The
make
other
a
option
decision.
would be, okay, just from the idea in your head, you either run away and save yourselves, or the train levitates.
It still works.
It still works. You just need someone to pull it. Okay. It levitates. It can go through caverns without a
Yeah.
track. You just need to pull it. This would
Is
be
there
the
any
easiest
way I
way to
can-
save as many
So
people.
right now the train is floating, right?
It's floating on the
Is there
water.
any way I can get this like? It's floating in the water. Like
On
is it
the
going
water.
downstream?
It's floating on top of the water with the levitation about a foot, but because of the current, it is slowly just being pushed. But it's also like stuck on either ends of the bank.
I also want to point out that it's right where the worm is going to come back.
in front of where the worm will come.
It
back.
is. Yes,
And you're alone.
he is alone.
I'm waiting right behind you for him. I ain't leaving my best friend Brutus.
I'm getting the fucking princess
I'm
and her
watching that
knight
time-
and getting
I'm
the
watching
fuck
that
out.
time
Yeah.
tick by. I'm definitely saving those 9 people and going up. I'm gonna do my best to like maybe strength check, shove the train in the direction of a bank to keep it from
All right,
floating.
Brutus, let's get the hell out of here.
20 on the strength check. Try
20
to
on the
shove
strength
the
check to
train
shove it?
towards a bank, like while it's drifting. You know, like change the course enough to get it to like not go downriver so we can find it later.
I feel our buddy struggling.
And then I'm flying out of there with the 9 people.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
grab
you can
onto
do
his
that.
leg.
What?
Worm.
And you hear as you bolt out, okay, you hear as you hear grinding of rock, splash of water, and it just slowly fades away. As you get further and further away, you hear the echoes. They're booking it. You're at the exact entrance of the hole, just like.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
I put the
And then you see the glow of rocket boots come up towards you as Brutus arrives in
I
front
got
of you.
bad news, Dio. I don't think we're getting that first class.
Ah, damn it. I worked really hard for that.
That actually, because that was at the back of the train, that was the most stable cart that survived.
Shit.
Will.
It's still there.
Will. We got
I
first-
did grab
might have to come
the
back
knight
for that.
and the princess and I did
Yes.
book it in the other direction.
Booking it. When you say other direction, do you mean where the train was
where
heading?
we originally came from.
Where you were, okay. You guys, I didn't get to clear this up, but at this point you were about an hour away by train.
Yeah.
Okay, from the capital.
Oh, so we're close.
You guys have spent 6 and a couple hours on the train, days already. So remove 6 of your potions.
Got it.
But it would take about 8 hours if you just like nonstop walked to the capital to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are the tracks towards the capital destroyed?
The tracks
What if we
at this
shrunk the
point,
train?
you guys would have, because it went like this. The tracks ahead of you are perfectly fine.
What if we shrink the train?
The train's on the other side of the war.
I mean, we don't.
You guys
train-
didn't.
we
No
didn't
one
go
saw
check
what
down. I
happened
want
to
to
the
go
train
check
after it
down
flew.
there then, but
Give me perception. Just listen.
As they're trying to figure
24.
out a plan.
Did I get my health back from that then too? It was like a...
No, that was you used those throughout the previous 6 days on the train.
Let me go
my
back
hope is
to
the
that.
train is still there.
Oh, my phone's
We can shrink
Yeah, I
the train.
saw
we
that
can
and I
get
went,
back
"Oh,
on the
shit."
tracks and-
I'm at 47.
I mean, it
so.
doesn't run, but if we can get moving,
Wait, no.
work. I guess I should.
That would also be
Uh,
showing all that
because
death
of
and destruction.
just
that
how
was the
big that thing was and the stress of everything.
That's true. Which they
I
might
don't
not
hear
be.
them. Sort of, I'm like tinnitus. I don't hear anything, and I'm just like, yeah, because like,
Yeah.
and I'm
What if we
just
just
like,
take one car?
sort of like, almost drowsily or
only
drunkenly
have, like,
walking
a
towards
couple.
the capital. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't care
We
what
take
they
one
said.
car
'cause
and
I
just use
don't.
it
On my
like
brain's
one of
just
those
like,
old school trucks.
Yeah.
holy shit.
I mean, I'm strong. I
Yeah.
fly. You're
So
strong.
I'm moving.
You're just walking towards the capital.
fly.
They're debating. He's
Help me.
listening.
Just
You
help me
two,
shove.
what are you doing? Just
So my
are you
focus
rushing towards the
requires
capital with him?
Yeah, I'm following that noble lady.
Fly, you know.
Oh, you're following the noble lady. Brutus is standing at the top of the hole, basically,
Yeah.
listening, and you hear the just a crunch of metal, and then
What was that idea?
the grinding of rock slowly gets softer and quieter and quieter and quieter, as you can only assume it took a chunk out of a passengers of the train and disappeared underground.
Can I go down to check on the train? I have an idea.
Of course, yeah.
Are any of the cars intact?
First class.
There is. Everyone saw you guys rushing towards the back of the train, basically. And that managed to reduce a good amount of damage to their bodies. Okay? Those that were more severely hurt and groaning and moaning in pain were in the front. The front half of this train, okay, this 30-foot per car, nearly 20 carts, has been reduced to 5 carts. As this worm, basically, as soon as it reappeared, it was wherever the first piece of the thing was, it bit and made its way down the line. There is, surprisingly, about 35 people that survived the crash at this point. Okay?
Is that including us and the passengers that we got out?
Not including them. Okay, just on the train after the crash. So there's 5 carts and the back of the train basically that is just on the riverbank. These are the ones you didn't use any of your healing spells yet, right?
No, I just used my lay on hands.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna fly back up to relay that information to them. And I've been thinking, like, some of them cars are still floating. So what if, I know I don't know spells, but if any of you do, if we could find a way to shrink them, maybe we could get one up here and put it back on the tracks. Because that might be safer than just walking down.
What, this thing right here?
Um.
We're not with you. I'm not with you, am I?
No.
I came
If
back
you're
up.
the whole of the entrance is you two. You've moved ahead. You're walking towards the capital. Apollo, what are you doing again?
Walking towards the capital.
Walking towards the capital. Okay, so you two are the
So it's
only
just
two
us.
at the entrance and the gnome.
There's still 35 people down.
Aw, fuck it. Alright.
At
yeah.
least.
So you want me to make this smaller?
The red-headed gnome with the frizzy hair,
Yeah.
she's
Even if we can
holding
make it
onto
smaller, I don't know
that
how
bundle
I
in
would
her
be able
arms,
to
just
get it up.
breathing heavily as her assistant is just rubbing her back.
Even if we can shrink it, I'm not strong enough to bring it up on my own.
It weighs too much.
I mean, I haven't tried to lift it yet. I'm just making an assumption if we half the size of a train car, it's still probably pretty heavy.
I can make it pretty small. I mean, I think.
Does enlarge reduce affect objects?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but it only goes down one side.
I was gonna say it like brings it down by half
But
the
it-
size, and like a
but
fourth.
its weight gets cut by an eighth.
It gets cut down to an eighth, or
Gets
by
cut,
an
it's
eighth.
get cut.
By an eighth.
By an
Oh,
eighth.
oh,
So
that's
it's
it.
still very heavy.
Yeah, never mind.
The getting it up here is the hard
She'll
part.
unwrap the device in her hands.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is about. I'd say it's nearly half the size of her being a gnome.
Yeah.
Okay, 3
It
foot
gets reduced
square.
to 1/8.
Oh,
so
2
it's
1/8.
Oh, fuck
really
that.
light.
All right.
It could be a lot
theoretically.
lighter, yeah.
Enlarge and reduce. I'm gonna make that shit
But
small
I still want to see what she has.
I'm gonna enlarge it.
as a deuce.
It's
It might be easier than
basically
it being-
5 crystals, 1 crystal in each corner,
Yeah.
and a large central crystal. Okay, with wires, holes drilled into the crystal, and a large sort of spiral screw on the back. And she says, if it's too heavy, you could cut off the top of the train with this. And then it would be easier for you to pull.
Well, let's see if we can pick it up first.
All right, I'm gonna take that just in case, though.
Yeah, she'll
I'll
hand it to
return
her.
it. Don't worry.
I
Be
use.
careful, it's one of a kind.
I understand craftsmanship of tools down here. It's precious. I'll
I'm
make sure.
coming out of my slight daze.
All right. I use. Enlarge.
You all
I'm going
realize
to-
that
I'm going to
Brutus
fly him
and Dio
down.
Danson have not followed you.
I'm going to fly him down into the hole and be like, "We need to stay quiet." I don't know if it's still
Son
here.
of a bitch.
Should I reduce it or? All right. I'll reduce it.
Princess, and your god, continue going. I will go back for them.
Can I call it an
Make sure
athletics?
Dio's safe.
Can I call it an
And then
athletics check as I get
you can't
underneath?
see the
Barbaric?
knight roll his eyes, but
Inspiration.
you heard it
Inspiration.
as he
Bardic,
continues
whatever. Same
moving.
thing.
Because they're not
As in full plate mail, he's carrying the princess down the tunnel.
Question: Can I make an athletics check if I get under the train and try to like
To lift it,
up?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. with inspiration.
I just want to make. I have one question. Did you get the people off the train first?
I'd like to assume that
Yeah.
me being me, I'd fly them up.
Yes. Yes. I like to think that too because he even mentioned that the people inside of it. So I'm assuming he took them out before and made it.
I was sure you didn't say so you
You know
didn't do
what?
it.
I'm gonna
Crush!
You know what?
Oh, we don't need the train anymore, guys.
Sorry, guys.
You only need the one cart.
Yeah. So are you trying to get the last 5 things? Like you shrink the entire thing?
How many do you think we need for all these people?
It is 35 people.
Plus the ones
Okay.
we have up top.
Yes, plus the ones you have on top.
Which
Which is
9,
probably
which
like
is
9
30,
plus however many I grabbed on the
34?
way out.
It is.
Plus
It's about
us.
30 feet long with 15 feet. You technically only need one room as long as you clear out most of the stuff in it.
Yeah, we don't need all
Only
If
need
that.
that's
one
what I
card.
need, then that's what I'll take.
Grab 2 cards.
We'll grab 2 cards.
Okay. Taking the device, you twist the back, and it just shoots out a fine laser, and you cut the last 2 rail carts from the rest of the train. What's your athletics?
27.
27.
Do I need to roll my inspiration?
This train shrinks down. It's half its
With my
size.
inspiration, it's 30.
It only
It's
goes
30.
down one. It only goes down
Might be
one
numbers.
size.
Oh,
But it's
so if it's
D8.
gargantuan, it goes to
1/8.
large.
33.
But the weight only goes to an 8. The
Well-
size only goes down to one. It goes down
33
one
with bardic
category.
inspiration. I rolled the wrong dice.
Okay. You are able to. It basically, I'm going to say, nearly halves the size. Like, it goes from 2 train carts to like a cart and a half.
And it's
Okay.
super light, though.
And it's super fucking light. You lifting it up onto your back like 2 ways is going to be too difficult. Okay, you can't fly like that. So you have to get to the front of whatever you decide the front is now. You grab it, lift it onto your back,
yeah.
and your boots ignite. And with the fact that it levitates, you fly it up the tunnel, back onto the train tracks. You set it
I'm
down,
going to
go to the
clarify. I
back.
set it on the side heading to the capital. Just so we're...
That is difficult,
Oh, that's
just because the way it is, like, this is not the capital. You go like this, and then you have to go under and pull it over.
All right, how long does that
If it's
take?
But you-
doable, if it's
it's
doable,
doable.
I'll
It
do
shouldn't matter because there's no engine, so in reality it
None.
wouldn't matter.
No,
Which way? He
No, it doesn't matter which way he puts it. It's
I
just,
just have to get
it
it on
has
the
to
right
go
side of
back
the track.
and then
Okay.
over the hole.
So it's like you put it back on the track?
Yep.
It's
Good,
back on the
because it's
track.
been 1 minute. Because it only lasts 1 minute.
He falls in
Good
the
thing I'm standing next to it. So
Yeah.
obliterated.
Whoa!
There goes
But
the-
he's dead.
there
You're
goes
able to
our paladin.
load all of the people, and do you want to spend 35 points of healing to stabilize everyone, basically?
Wait, we're in the capital though right now, right?
No, you're about 8 hours from the capital.
Oh, and those
What do
people
I
are running
have
towards
to,
the
like,
capital?
heal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, we need to
Yeah.
go save those
I'm
guys.
walking.
Yeah.
I'm.
One of them
They're
is
safe.
no.
They're-
Wait a second. One of them's literally in plate mail, clanking his way down an echoey, empty
Take
tunnel.
that
Yeah, we need.
off.
I need to go find the
They
princess.
were safe.
I need to find that princess.
I-
Screw the knight.
When I come fully to my senses, I use my.
The halfling's with them, by the way.
Do I think of that as I'm walking away?
What?
That he's in plate, man.
Dude, I literally looked at you and went, cuckoo, 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 and you didn't think about it, okay? So
No,
you
I
didn't.
didn't.
You
Okay.
didn't.
I saw it
I
and I
take
chose
a-
to ignore it because I'm not in the situation. I'm doing hero stuff.
I take a moment.
Sorry.
I was thinking vibrations, not echo.
What is sound if not
Yo,
vibrations
it's
across
just-
air?
Just a different
Well, so the
frequency.
difference is
The frequency.
the fucking echo is not going through the ground.
It isn't going through the ground. You are correct. Okay?
But the vibrations still hit the rock.
The vibrations hit the rock, yeah, and if the worm's close enough, if it goes through the tunnel at any point, it can hear down the sides of it.
I should have just
And
cast
this-
silence.
this-
This
It's
tunnel
also
can connect
heavy
to
metal.
any number of caverns.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's more like
He's rolled
clean-
stealth already. He's rolled stealth already. As best as he can.
Because the way I like to think of it is,
Zach.
we're in a tunnel that can connect to any
I'm gonna
number
use
of
my-
caverns.
I'm gonna use
Who
my
knows where it is
dwarvish
right now?
ability, tremor sense.
Yeah, of course.
I came fully to my senses, so I'm gonna use tremor sense to
How
just.
far does the tremor sense go?
It goes 60 feet.
I'm gonna
Okay,
start
for 10
loading
minutes.
people
For 10
onto
minutes?
the train.
Perfect. Oh shit, you got like. You have. I'm not gonna. You don't.
60 feet. That's such a.
It's pretty short.
That's so much
depending on how
warning
fast
time.
the worm is, you have
Great,
6
we have a
seconds of
surprise
warning.
round. Great, we have a surprise round before it hits us.
No,
It's
no, no,
got
no,
the
no, no.
surprise round.
No. You will not be surprised if it comes out. Basically.
I won't be surprised, period. Because I have alert. I am not
You
allowed
can
to be
detect
surprised as
60
long as I'm
feet. Good thing it moves 80.
Exactly.
I can't.
Everyone's
move
loaded
faster
onto
than
the
that.
train. Y'all are
don't.
moving towards
I
the
can move
exit,
90 normally.
and I imagine you're pulling it.
I'm gonna try and get behind it and like push it, flying behind it. Cause it hovers.
It does hover, yeah.
I feel like pushing is easier than pulling too.
Yeah.
If I fly
only-
behind it, just plank on it.
I mean, if you're flying, all you have to do really is just hold on to the bottom of the train.
Can I cast
And
Long
push
Strider
from the
on
front.
him?
Long Strider? Absolutely.
So
cast
you
Long
for
Strider.
1 hour you have 10 plus.
My only thing to say
I go
is
40 feet.
you can't steer it if you're from the back.
Then I'll
Because it's 2 carts. You know, if it goes this way, it'll go
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Then maybe I'll steer from the front. I mean, it's got a doorway in the front, so maybe if I put both arms on the side of the doorway and just
Yeah.
fly. Yeah, I'll do that.
It does, however, it's still a fully formed carriage.
Yeah.
Did you guys spend any time to remove any of the metal to make this lighter? Because it's still pretty fucking heavy.
No, we threw that shit off. Anything that was like tables, like
I mean, when it's
Bar
shrunk,
tops.
what happens to all like the tables and stuff? Do they break? Because they're all separate items inside a train.
You didn't think of that.
Absolutely, they all shatter. The
Well,
nice
thing
double
we just-
bed.
Good thing we just have to broom it out of here, right?
yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
alright. Just shake it
Yeah.
out.
But I'm talking about the actual metal
Yeah,
roof. Like, this is a fully metal train.
Yeah, if we took the roof off though with that device,
You can nearly a third of the weight of this thing.
Yeah.
With most of you, if you just remove most of the metal.
Then
and it will go a lot faster.
that's probably what I'm gonna try to do because I want to get the hell out of here and I don't
Okay.
know where the worm is.
Okay. As you begin pulling it, I can say easily the gnomes can do that for you.
Yeah.
As you guys meet up with the rest of the group. And you,
All aboard.
Apollo, Zenith, you both see
Oh, howdy, y'all.
the train come up, basically. Being pulled by him.
We get run
Well,
over by the
it's
train.
crazy
car.
seeing y'all here. Do you need a ride?
I cast
think
dancing
so.
lights. Come on, guys.
All aboard
Right.
the party train.
My savior!
Oh, baby, I missed you.
Got it.
I'm the one pushing the train.
Come on, baby.
As the
Oh
same,
my goodness!
Are you willing?
at
Oh!
the same,
Oh!
at the
spin it
same
around.
time that the guy says, "Are you kidding me?" I'm gonna be like, "I'm the one pushing this shit."
You ever seen Magic?
We get.
I,
You ever seen Dirty Dancing?
wait, are you
Yeah.
willing?
Baby.
What?
We want to get there a little faster.
I'm gonna
You're
tell
gonna
him to take his
enlarge?
fucking armor off.
Take his
Will
knight
that get
armor.
us there fast?
Take his fucking armor off.
Why? What's the
Probably 'cause
matter?
you're.
You're making all the
Maybe.
noise, dickhead.
If you're gonna
Wait, if I.
And don't get onto the train and spend the next 15 minutes
It's
taking
only
it
a
off.
minute.
But if it
All
gives
you
us
have
an
to take
extra
off is your
boost.
boots.
Yeah, but it's not
Like,
that
it's what
much.
it is.
It's
How much
like
would
an
it-
hour of driving.
Well,
But I'm
the
saying,
boots,
how much
the
more distance
greaves,
would it do if you dash
and this. Like, if he
while
goes down to a
using it?
breastplate,
How
he's
is your-
fine. Breastplate and
I
helmet,
don't
he's
know if it
fine.
would be enough. It might be worth it to save that spell slot for
That's
when
why
we
I'm.
So
need
he'll
it.
take all that
I was
off.
gonna ask.
Yeah, I'd say
What's
save
up,
it.
Apollo?
If you want to, I'll do it. Because
Yeah.
like you'll get there faster for
I
a
feel
minute.
like we asked this ethical conundrum before.
Spell
But
slot.
can I cast silence on a moving train?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the radius of silence, real quick?
Let me look.
30 feet.
30
Yes.
feet?
Yes, baby.
You can only cover one train car.
Hold on.
Cast it in the middle of both. They won't cover a whole car, but at
so-
least if we all huddle in the middle, we'll be safe if it takes an end.
Yeah?
So there's an
I think
issue
that
with
might be the
silence.
best plan.
What? It's on a point?
It doesn't move.
What if he puts on the
Here's the
train?
thing. If I'm on a airship and I cast silence, would that basically just go, "Woo"? If I'm on a boat in a pirate ship, "Woo"? If it does not, if it works on those,
If the
I
mountain
say the entire setting, this is basically a long boat.
I was gonna say the Earth spins.
I would
Does-
say it doesn't work though.
the Earth spins too. Like, does it move because the Earth spins?
So,
And also, if you're on a moving train and you jump, you do not go back.
Physics. Man, magic and physics don't
So,
work.
hang
That-
on,
that's
I
my
got a
logic
question.
behind it. Like, if you're on a moving train and you throw a ball in the air, it's not going to go back.
Higher level.
Position is relative to where you're
120
standing.
feet.
So I'm saying if you're in the train and you cast it
Oh, no, sorry.
in the
Sorry,
train,
range up top.
silence
Cast
moves
it
with the
We're
train.
120 feet.
That's
What's a
my
20-foot
rule.
sphere?
Hey, I got a question real quick.
Yes.
I don't think
If
that
I
changes
used enlarge on our friend here, would that increase his movement? I'm.
No, I do not believe it increases movement. It increases his range.
I'd say it would make it easier for him to pull the train so he can use his full movement to pull the train.
Again, it's just-
Because right now it's moving at basically half his speed.
20 feet.
No, it does not increase movement speed.
What about freedom of movement?
Freedom of movement.
Yeah, does that help him?
Read the spell for me.
It just means that you can't be restrained. Or
I would like to say it
Uh,
would be better not to burn these spells.
the-
slots.
Yeah, I also
would
wanna know
leave
how
them
long
for
are these
1 hour
spells?
drive.
This one's a 1 hour.
1 hour.
So the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain,
Silence might be useful here. I don't know
and
about
spells and other magical effects.
Yeah, how
will
long
either
does silence
reduce-
last?
Not fucking long.
Yeah.
Up to
Silence
10
might work if
minutes.
Up
we
to
10
10
minutes.
minutes?
I mean, it's good.
It's only a 20-foot sphere.
20 foot. That's even smaller.
It's a good spell. I'd say it would be best used in the time of an emergency.
I just realized something. Get in.
Get in.
The train.
I'm pushing the train.
I'm literally grabbing you by the shoulders.
No,
Like,
Explain what you're
Yeah,
going
explain
to
what
do
you do.
instead of fucking
Animate
ramming it.
object. Animate object. I can make it move itself.
For how long?
Again,
Up for a minute.
again,
Thanks,
it's the
Corey.
economy
You're,
of
you're
using these
gripping
spell
him
slots.
up and asking him to move. You'd be like, here, watch this for 60 seconds.
I'm assuming we're all moving along the train as this is happening.
I can help him push it. I just don't have a high strength.
Yeah.
Like he'd be in the front, I'd be in the back.
Oh, how's your strength?
I'm gonna say, give me
Mine's the same.
athletics.
I think I'm good at that.
And
I think the
for
rate's
every hour, you have to make another athletics check, and that's going to affect how.
28.
28, you can move your full movement.
Hell yeah.
Do you want me to make that too?
You don't have to.
Oh, thank
40
Mine's
foot
a
of-
0.
Yeah.
40 movement speed.
40 movement of this train that's levitating. With
How long does
most
that-
of the shit on it gone,
How long does that
it's not
plus
making
10
nearly
go?
as much noise as it was. Most of the reason why this train makes so much
Long train
noise
lasts a while.
is because of
Okay.
wind resistance and pressure of the tunnels. That's basically it. Like, the tunnels were perfectly carved for this train.
Now that there's no longer a loud train roaring through these tunnels and we're just here in the open air, I'm going to make sure I'm listening for this worm in case it comes out of nowhere. Because I'm
Of
sure I
course.
can hear it a lot better
course.
now without a train.
You all begin to pull. Well, he begins to pull this train. You guys are on the back. There's like,
Let me ask a very technical question.
yes.
Does the worm hear the vibrations or feel the vibrations?
You don't know.
Technically, it's both if it's an actual worm.
You
Technically.
little wormy whore. Okay.
Do you want to make nature check?
I'll make a nature check because I like doing it.
Anything on my tremor sense.
I asked Brutus, hey,
18.
do worms hear or feel the vibrations?
I got 18 on my nature check, so I think I can
18.
answer that.
You would say the way it hears, it feels vibrations through the earth on its skin. Okay, it's very sensitive to that sort of thing. But it also must have some sort of hearing as well. But it would be a different. It has hearing and feeling of its tremor sense and listening, is what you would say.
Alright.
It's both.
Both.
And you, the only reason why you say that is because you use your knowledge of the desert burrowers. Okay, burrow worms that live in the desert. They're much smaller than whatever this creature is.
This thing is on a scale I've never dealt with.
Still big though.
Oh, it's fucking huge. Yeah, the
Sand
desert
burrowers are
worm's still huge.
Fucking big, but
Okay,
this
not
is something-
purple. They're more sandy colored.
This is
But-
some horror beyond my comprehension. I fight Eldritch horrors.
I think we're going to need a bigger train.
Hey, Can
We
I
need
flirt?
a train.
Somebody said it. Somebody said it.
I said it an hour ago.
Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
To be fair, neither did I.
I said it when the worm first showed up, and we were all running, and the train was about to crash because someone put a sheep on the track.
Oh shit, dude. Sorry. It was too much adrenaline pumping through my veins.
I know.
Can I flirt with the noble lady?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a side break from all the adrenaline junkie. Let's start with the number.
I did roll that 30 over earlier, but
Okay.
is that still sticking?
The 30 from earlier. I don't remember when you did that.
That was right as soon as the night took her.
Oh, as soon as that was a different thing.
Oh.
Okay, if you're flirting with her now, it's another roll.
This one right here. Wait, hold on. Is this? Can I do performance to dance with her? Be like, hey, baby, or is this persuasion? Nah, I do persuasion.
Wait. Do you want to dance or do you want to talk to her?
Well, I want to dance
you can
first
dance
and
with her.
really
You can dance with her.
enthrall her, but not
We
actually.
shared a
really
brain
stop
cell,
this spell.
dude.
He doesn't really stop
We've been friends
dancing,
for
yeah.
too long.
We were in sync. We both looked up and
The
did it.
dancing.
I try to soothe her emotions before I persuade her, because you know it has been a little traumatic lately.
I need you. The thing is that you already rolled for the persuasion first.
All right, 16.
Okay, 16.
Bye.
She's just sort of sitting there, just staring out at the rock. And there's some crystals embedded in the rock, so there's a little bit of light in this tunnel, okay? Not enough. It's just like in case, maintenance needs to be done. There's a little bit of light here.
Yeah.
But She's just looking out the side. The knights just sort of like just sitting next to her, sword on his lap, and they're just dead quiet. How do you break this silence as the gnome is refixing her device, making sure it's all tuned up with her tinker buddy, and the two halflings are just looking through their scrapbook. Okay.
If there are two halflings, does that just make one whole ling?
No, it's a whole like
This is
Shut
my
the
friend
hell
Ling.
up.
I mean, they are married, so yeah.
This is the
I-
Lings.
Their last name should just be Ling.
These are the Lings. Nice to meet you.
I actually have their last
Samantha and
names.
Timothy Ling.
What is it? Fonzo is the last name. So
Oh,
it's
that's close.
Samantha Fonzo and Alfonso.
How did I know one was Samantha?
I fucking.
How did I know one
Alfonso?
was Samantha?
I
They're
Oh,
from
Mr.
Castile.
Fonzo!
well,
They're from Castile.
I go tonight to hey man.
I'm judging you so hard.
Oh, dude, you guys haven't even got to my favorite part.
I go to the
We're
lady.
running out of time.
I go up to the
Got
knight and be
cool.
like, hey man, thank you for taking care of the lady, but you know, you gotta make sure to let yourself stress go. Let me help her out for a quick second, alright?
That is a whole different persuasion on the dude.
Alrighty. That one's a little better. That is
Just
a
drops
25.
trowel.
25.
Yeah,
Drops trowel.
it's alright.
Let
dude.
your woman with me.
You
She'll
seem
be
like a
safe.
very hard worker. Just take a quick breather, alright?
He doesn't say
harm.
Bro's got a
anything.
little
walking
fucking
up going-
baby arm in there.
No harm will come to her. Well,
He doesn't say anything, but the woman will look at him and be like, Arlo, I think we need a bit of levity today. He nods, and she looks at you. Arlo?
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in game. Like my dwarf is just so confused because elf people are kind of confusing to him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
name, so
She
normal.
actually will
someone
introduce
who
herself.
speaks
Her name
Elvish,
is
I can think of
Farah
plenty
Ellen.
weirder names than
Farah
Arlo.
Ellen.
Yeah.
See, that makes sense. That's an always an elvish name.
It's very beautiful, yeah.
You're a dwarf.
I
Why
swear
are
to
you
God,
over
this
here
fucking
judging
pundit or
Elven
something.
culture?
Can I
Shut the fuck up
can
over
you
there.
describe
How
her to
about
me?
you
Like,
get
I want a
out,
physical
push the
description of
fucking
this-
trash.
I want a physical description
Okay.
of this woman. Wait.
She's an elf, so she's
I've
long
ever
lived.
met.
Yes.
You can't tell her age, but she looks early 20s compared to what you know.
Yeah.
They don't
Okay.
for me.
Green
I'm a
emerald
Karen.
eyes
These elves are dumb
that
names. Oh, that's a
sparkle
good
like
elf
the
name.
emerald
As a
forest.
dwarf man,
and long
I
brown
agree.
hair that reminds you
I'm
of
like a
trees.
Karen, not a-
And the scent that hits
No,
your
man.
nose
Yeah,
is
I think
of
you got it wrong.
wildflowers.
Girl,
And
your eyes.
great
Were you describing the
Big-
girl?
Yes.
yeah,
The fuck?
tracts of land that she owns.
Am I near him?
No,
Yes.
wait, I'm talking
Those
to her
are-
right now. goddammit.
That's
I fucking
some
hate
well endowed land.
Your eyes, I swear, are hypnotizing.
Is that
girl.
tamed?
I know you're going through a lot right now, but
No,
come stand with me.
push
no,
it.
nature
Let's
took
sway
it.
for a
Just
little while
push it.
underneath these beautiful lights of heavens.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
A while.
Yes. Give me a performance.
Wait. Did the whiskey make it?
That,
The whiskey did not need to make it. I have my own.
I had
Did you take it with you?
No, the dwarven fire whiskey.
Of
21.
course I
So
took
that was
mine.
at the
bar.
that was at the tavern.
It's
21.
21.
I got a 21
Of
for my
course I
dance.
took my own
bar
supply with
car.
me. I just didn't
No,
get
it's at
the,
bar
actual
bar,
brewer's
the actual
kit.
tavern in town.
The man looks
6
between you
days
two.
ago.
And he'll give you a nod. He'll give her a nod.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and she'll
No,
get
'cause I had
up,
the booze on.
and her finely expensive dress, torn near the bottom, dusty from the caverns, sways as she begins to dance with
I
you.
cast a slow dancing light.
Your magical disco ball sparkles under the cavern lights as you guys slow dance.
And I hold her in close and say everything's gonna be
I want to move on
alright.
to other players while you seduce the elf noble.
She's well endowed, just swinging.
She's well endowed, swinging.
Noah, what's up? What's up? What's up, buddy? Are you seething with jealousy as he dances with the other like elven person?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, what's up?
Am I near them?
Yeah, you guys are all on the train.
stuck
You're all on the train.
This is not the
train
only
cars with
girl
no
there, by the way.
No walls.
You
No
can
walls.
see whatever.
You
pretty
can see
much.
everything.
Just dancing.
We got
I'm
no
gonna cast
walls, no
blindness
roof,
on
no
you.
window.
Okay.
Hell, we
There's
couldn't
a
even
giant
keep the
fucking
door.
worm chasing us, and he's dancing with the woman that I want to get with. Blindness.
Also off the train, no one will
Constitution
know.
save.
We're going faster
Constitution
than he
save?
is.
Of what?
And you said,
I'll tell you if it does.
wait, and
16,
you
right.
said I was racist
Well, I didn't.
about this.
I didn't.
I didn't
Guys,
see
are we going
that.
until 9 o'clock? Just a quick question. Is 9 the
We can
cutoff?
go a little
good.
beyond
I
that.
can go later.
How much later? Do we have another hour?
What?
Or...
What? Hang
As
on.
long as it takes to get this
See-
done. As
see
long as
where
it
we're
doesn't run
sitting
past,
at
like,
30.
10.
Okay.
How about we
where we're
do
sitting at
30
30.
minutes?
Okay,
30
well,
as long as it doesn't
30
run
minutes.
past 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
So 30
blind
minutes
for
so
the-
that we can wrap it up.
I'm
and-
gonna
He's blind for the next minute.
You're blind?
that's okay. I'll close my eyes and only just feel her. I'm all right.
You
I don't need
close
it.
your eyes at the same time you don't even recognize
I
it.
don't even recognize
Yeah.
it. I'm in the mood right now.
His
actually
eyes
step
just
up the
like
train?
completely turn black.
And I'm okay
Okay,
with that.
as they're dancing, but her eyes are closed as well.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just enjoying the soft,
My
gentle
100
breeze.
eyes are just
Neither of
looking
you
at
notice that
everything.
you've exited the tunnel at this point and have entered a giant mushroom forest.
Perception check.
Perception? Yeah, give me perception.
You get
23.
23.
Worm!
Perception.
It's their worm.
14.
14. Anybody get
14.
Wait. What is it for perception?
You're blind.
You're
You're
blind.
blind.
Wait for a whole. I thought.
A whole
blind
minute.
for a minute.
Yeah, so you don't see it like.
I'm okay then.
Yeah.
Never mind. I rolled
enraptured by
a
this
20.
girl right now,
I rolled a
man.
24, but fuck me, I guess.
Okay. Anybody get above a 15?
I did, but
Fuck.
never mind.
I did.
You see these giant mushrooms, okay? They are tall, pure white, stocky bodies, the gills underneath, and the red tops that filled, like, almost as big as trees, okay? And you run through the center of this forest. And as you pass underneath these trees, the spores are released and begin to sparkle down around Dio Danzen and the Elven Noble and all of you, really. And
Don't breathe that in.
they don't see it. Both of their eyes are closed, and they immediately inhale.
We're announcing that to everyone.
Everyone that is in the cloud, I need... basically everyone, just roll me con saves.
Okay,
Do
can I
need
cast
to?
Dispel
As I
Magic?
don't breathe.
You don't see this coming.
Fuck it, never mind. What's it?
Con save.
I am hear you because he did
A
not
natural
push
20.
the train.
Natural 20. Holy shit.
great.
You're so fucking lucky.
21. 21.
21?
19.
I get what's
19.
coming to me.
I don't
That's what
breathe.
you get for blinding me.
You don't breathe. Perfect. Perfect.
I get what's coming to me.
Fuck lungs.
What'd you get?
3.
Okay,
Lungs are for the
16
I only
and
have a human
below.
brain in here.
3.
3. 16 and below. Who failed? 16 and below.
3.
Everyone else succeeded? You're paralyzed. Yeah.
How many people on the train failed?
Anyone that, like the 35 people, they all become paralyzed.
Even the girl I'm dancing with?
What about the
That's a good
others?
point. I'm going to roll her. The halflings,
Just
both paralyzed.
freezes.
Can she have an
The
advantage?
gnomes. Oh, Jesus. The red-haired one succeeds. Okay, but the assistant, paralyzed, and tips over and falls off the side of the train.
I go to catch her.
Do I see her go off the side of the train?
No, the assistant is a male.
Oh.
The assistant is a
Do I
male.
see?
I go to catch him.
Do I see him go off the side?
Roll whatever grapple you want. Really.
I mean, you'll catch up regardless.
Acrobatics, unnatural,
What is it?
unnatural 20.
You grab him.
Isn't this the second time you caught this guy?
Yes. No. The first time I caught the knight.
You're just
Yes,
rescuing,
you're catching them both.
You're just rescuing dudes in distress.
That's great. This is great.
Dude, saver.
Dudes.
Anyone that passed, you succeed for the remainder
What
of
about
this.
the knight and the noble?
You just hear the cleric in full
Yes,
plate
yes,
armor
the elf.
just...
Yeah. Okay.
It's the sound of pans falling.
The knight succeeds. The noblewoman is paralyzed in your arms and just stops.
No one hits the ground. It's the
And her eyes are still shut. You can't.
Hey, it's alright.
Something's wrong.
Yes.
Hey, you need to loosen up, baby.
Hey. Fuck.
Fuck.
You don't have cure. No one has anything. All right.
I do.
I'm paralyzed.
I can
Paralyzed.
cure that. I
Exhaustion.
have less
Like,
restoration.
shit, you're right. Damn it.
I could, but
Wait,
I'm trying to-
okay. So I accidentally stopped dancing. My body glows super golden, and then I take a level in exhaustion.
Yes.
And I start dancing again. Like, oh fuck, guys, all right. I get the night. Hey, dude, I really need some help right now. If you could just take it real quick.
Dio.
You spoke in character. You were dancing.
Dio. What was that?
I wouldn't. Oh,
Well,
okay.
you were golden. What was
Just give me a minute. Fuck, man.
a minute?
Oh yeah, it's. One second, my eyes are still fucking dark. I can't see anything.
You know, if I wasn't driving this train, I
minute
could
has
totally
passed.
cure the
Probably. All
paralysis.
right.
Jared, the minute has passed at this point. He can see
It's a
it.
concentration. Too,
Yes,
right?
yes, you
All
can
right,
see
cool. So.
So,
I may or may not have been. I may have not been cursed.
You've been cursed.
Yeah. I can't stop
If she's
dancing.
paralyzed, she can't speak.
I can't stop dancing.
Oh, you've been cursed.
I can feel the heartbeat. It's alright. Yeah. No. I've been.
It's picking up space as soon as you said you're cursed.
Yes. Yes. No. It's nothing too bad. Don't worry about it. It's just that
I just imagine you're like waltzing her as she's like a paralyzed
You just hear the
doll.
sound
Hey,
of
Knight, can you just get the
snapping.
fuck over here for a quick sec?
He grabs her
Thanks,
like.
man. All right. So.
The sound of snapping as he's tilting her.
So this is how the story goes.
Like a
I was-
mannequin.
no, snapping ankles.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
my father, or my great grandfather or uncle, whatever. There's a lot of family
Make up
weird
your
stuff going
fucking
on
mind.
How do you not
Sir
know your
Robert
own
Kent.
lore?
there. He had a god he worshipped named Dionysus, and I tried to make an offer to him, but I went a little cheap with the wine because
Fuck is
I'm just trying to save my money, and Dionysus did not like that, especially when I brought it to the party and shared it with everybody. You just saw his face when he first drank the wine. He pretended like he enjoyed it, and then he whispered in my ear, "This fucking sucks." And then after that day, I've been dancing ever since.
What happens if you stop?
I don't know, but
I mean, he just, you know.
it doesn't look too good if I stop.
He looks haggard.
He
after
glowed
that.
golden and he's exhausted, so.
Ooh,
What
guys.
if he just pops?
What if we
pops.
use him
I
as
don't
a
think so.
grenade on the worm?
I don't know.
We don't even know what it's gonna
We
do.
need him to blow. We're gonna
The
assume
worm
you
can
blow
eat-
up. So we're gonna
paralyze
use you
So
as a
he's
grenade.
fucking Gale.
Gale?
Gale of Waterdeep.
What the hell?
Baldur's
Paralyze-
Gate 3.
We're gonna
I
Paralyze
don't
him,
even
feed
know.
him
What
to
do
the
you,
worm.
I don't even know if I'm gonna blow up. I just think I just die, but that also
Oh
works,
wait,
I
like,
guess.
if he doesn't consume magic,
I
he
mean,
blows up. But if he
it doesn't mean I blow the hell up.
In character.
I don't think
I did.
I don't think I blow like
You're
he
like,
did.
sacrifice him to the worm.
I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think I blow up, but sure, I guess. Fuck you and fuck
You just
me, I
get real
guess.
tired.
I feel really good.
He becomes a flash
Yeah,
bang.
you're tired. Imagine pushing a fucking train.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
really
right?
sucks, man.
You guys have exited the forest, entered a new tunnel.
Oh,
Where,
guys.
where am I? I'm stuck.
What do you mean you're stuck?
I'm paralyzed.
Oh, you're on the train, just paralyzed.
I use
what
my
cast
dwarvish.
was
Anyone want to like help
I
that
use
or
my
no?
dwarvish strength to just
At
turn.
this
goes away
point,
eventually.
it starts to go away.
I was gonna say I could restore you, but I'm pushing the train.
I could help you.
Can somebody
I'm
help
pushing
me?
the train.
How do I add exhaustion?
What am I supposed to do? Wait, guys, stop. We need to stop. I need
Conditions
to
exhausted.
cast a spell real quick to cause his 1 minute of paralysis to be gone while he's sitting in a train.
The paralysis has disappeared. Okay,
So you
at
can
that
remove it.
point, it's been 30 minutes. Like each one of these sections, like each tunnel, each cavern, about an hour.
If I
Okay,
drink
so
one
at
of
this
those,
point you are
With my slow
2 hours in. You're 6 hours away.
if I drink one of those potions, do it restore it?
No,
No?
it just gives you the benefits of a
Of a long rest.
of a long rest.
Yeah.
Yes. So it would remove it, but you can only take that once a day.
Okay, I haven't taken it yet. I don't think.
No, not today.
Okay,
I wouldn't say.
okay.
So you have one
I have
that you
one.
can use today.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
You can take one every 24 hours. Otherwise, you don't know what will happen. It says on the bottle, do not take more than one every 24 hours.
24 hours.
Look,
Take your medicine as directed, kids.
warning suggestion.
That's medicine abuse.
What languages do you know?
It's a
I know Elvish, Common, and Sign Language.
What languages does everyone know?
common, primordial, elvish, abyssal, and infernal.
Okay.
Common Draconic.
Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Primordial.
I speak 3 monster languages. I'm here to fuck your shit up, dude.
Common dwarvish giant. I speak to the small and the tall.
Did anyone say celestial?
Nope.
I don't hunt angels. Not important.
The directions of like warning list, like you know, like on a medicine bottle where you unfold the thing and it like comes out like super long.
Yeah.
You know, and you wrap it up. That's all in
You know
celestial.
what? You're
Oh,
right.
damn.
As soon as you said that, like,
That sucks.
Huh, this probably means
Yeah, the
something.
warnings in celestial.
Hey, guy. Hey, night guy. You know Celestial?
No, just elvish.
He says in common.
Obviously
Greater
common as
witness
well.
everyone.
Does the noble speaker, Celestial?
Yes, I do actually, and she'll take it and she'll read it.
He goes, oh my god, this is boring.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's 1,200 pages of
Too much
warnings.
reading, not for me.
Warning, if taken more than
TLDR.
recommended dose within 24 hours, symptoms may include bloating, diarrhea, exhaustion,
Possible death.
Bloating.
Cardiac arrest.
cardiac arrest,
Bloating.
feeling numb,
Just 8
stroke,
different ways.
Bloating.
Seizure.
seizures, explosions,
Bloating.
arcane
Explosive
ruptures,
diarrhea. Literal explosive
projectile
diarrhea.
vomiting.
projectile vomiting,
Contracting of super gonorrhea.
Bloating.
shitting, farting, sneezing all at the same
Throwing out
time.
with it.
Premature
Erectile
ejaculation.
If these last more than 6 hours.
Do not take if you're pregnant or
Do
looking to
not
become
take if
pregnant.
you're 12 or under.
Yeah, do not take if you're 12 or
Growth
under.
of kidney stone
Consult
lines.
your local apothecary if you are not human for proper age. You know, and then it also lists like each age. Like, do not take if you're under 100 if elvish. Do not take if you're under 25 if dwarvish. Do not take if you're under.
Oh, I guess it's good
God,
for
the
me.
fantasy
Chuck.
FDA is doing a good job as of late.
That's why it's so fucking.
It's those
Keep away from
unions. It's
children.
the
Keep away
Why
unions.
is it fucking celestial?
It's those damn unions.
Growth of spontaneous kidney stones.
Son of a bitch.
Roll D12 kidney stones.
Well, it's where
Why
he
is it
got it
fucking
from.
celestial?
It's where he got it from. Okay, this is the reason why it's the
Lung
celestial.
collapse.
Immediate lung
Kidney
collapse.
You get it from
Immediate
God?
lung collapse,
Intestinal
phlegm,
aneurysm.
pneumonia,
Spontaneous intestinal expansion. What?
Can I
spontaneous intestine shrinkage.
Macro tail.
I don't know which
Bowels
of those
removal
two,
syndrome.
I don't know which of those two is worse. Your intestines shrinking or your intestines expanding to the point you pop. Both are awful.
They're both pretty bad.
It's all rare cases too. Like these are like 1 out of 1,000 in the test,
Yeah.
like that, but they had to put it
I
on
mean,
there.
1 out of 1,000.
What were you gonna say?
But there's over fucking
I was
7,000.
gonna say,
You're bound to
can I
get
walk up
something.
to
I
the
know.
obvious
What?
gnome mechanic lady
Yes.
and going,
Do I have to roll another athletics check because I'm pushing the train an hour?
Yes, thank you.
this is, it's all good and all, it's nice, but
That one
do
was
you
a
think we can make
15.
something out of some of the stuff we have around
You
here
need some
to
inspiration.
help my
Most-
friend out?
Which
How
friend?
many of those can you do a
Or
day?
can I aid
Him?
you?
Yeah, mate.
6.
Almost like making
Can I-
stuff
Can
like-
we
use the device
What?
to make a
Can
thrust?
you help me?
Can I aid
Sure.
you?
Can you aid me?
I think age
That's
just
what I'm
helps.
thinking.
She looks at it.
Can I bless you?
Maybe.
Can you just give me the help in action?
And she'll spend the next
attacker
hour
say
in
you
the
wanna get
tunnel
out
tinkering
push?
away at it.
I will.
attacker
I'm
saving
not good with
throws,
tinker tools, but I'll be there to like if she needs. I'll just write notes for her. Big.
I, was
You
just,
know
I can bless
calligraphy?
myself.
Yeah, I know
but
calligraphy,
it's nice
but I'll
when
be
someone else
like,
does
you don't
it
need to
for
worry
me.
about notes. Just yell them to me and I'll write them down.
Like, can
It just
provide
feels
the
good when
power.
someone else cares.
Power.
I rolled a 15 on my
Perfect,
Oh,
actually. Yes, that'd be wonderful. Yes.
I can also acid, but that is counterintuitive.
If you're willing to spare that,
I'd say the
inspiration,
electricity
I'd
would
take
do.
it.
There's already
Okay,
an
so I only
acid
have
in here.
5. I used 2 so far.
Basically, the
If you think
screw,
you're gonna
she
need them
unscrews
for
it,
something,
and
then
then there's
save
a
it.
heavy
But I don't-
metal container
I don't know.
with basically
even know.
industrial like
I mean, it's
compression
got, like,
things
4
on it.
more
Okay,
uses.
you
If
hear
you
a
don't
sloshing
Can I
around
just give it to
and a
you?
minor
Yeah,
hum
if you-
from it. There's a
maybe.
single
I mean, I rolled a
heavy
15, so that might be
duty
enough, but I
window
don't know.
where you see a
Ah, okay.
pearlescent liquid that's
It's super
faintly
rich.
glowing, and she just basically says, "Tap the metal, put electricity in here."
Dude, of course.
And you can spend a key point to charge it.
I don't need to use a key point for my elemental damage.
What do you use your key points for then?
My key points are for like my breath weapon. After so many uses, I can
Flurry
use
of
that.
blows.
Flurry of blows,
Step of
all the
the wind.
regular monk stuff. All my key points are for the regular monk stuff. My breath weapon, I don't need to use key points. I can use it 4 times a day before using key points on it.
Okay.
My step of the wind, my subclass gives me wings, getting fly speed.
All I'm going to say is that this device requires a lot of power.
Okay.
Okay, so to charge this to increase the speed for 1 hour would require a key point to
Okay.
increase it.
Can I help
It requires some sort of spell slot or some sort of consumable to charge this thing.
I will use one spell slot to use lightning bolt on this fucking
What
crystal.
level spell slot is this?
No.
No.
Why?
You're not burning a 3rd level spell slot when I could burn a fucking key point.
That's fair.
I'd say because it's a 3rd level spell, it would basically turn it on for 3 hours, and it doubles the speed of the train. So instead of getting there in 6 hours, you'd get there in 3 hours.
Zap it.
Is what I would say.
And then he also had that long stride, so I guess that helped him out for a little
That was
while.
only an hour.
Yeah, that was only an
but
hour.
Did that help at all?
It did. Yes. Yeah. It
feet
gave
a
an extra
second.
10 feet for the hour.
And
10
if,
feet
so-
every 6
They're
seconds
trying to
for an
find a
hour.
place that can move the
Yeah, it increases the speed. It definitely helps. You
so
guys
I'm actually
are
pushing.
getting there.
I mean, we're going a third faster. Than
Alright, go for it.
I go, all right. Tell me when you're ready.
She'll set it down and back up.
All right. I take my,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Push it.
Well, it's
Get
not
in.
That's
going
what
to
I
launch
don't-
right away. You're charging the battery, she puts it in, and then she has to set it on the back of the train.
you
Well,
see
it
the
makes the
snake's
train-
eyes and mouth spark up as I hit the battery with my staff as I burn one spell slot to use lightning bolt on this.
It goes down your staff into the metal, arcs across it, and you see the little window with the pearlescent liquid go from this sort of dull glowing color to as bright as lightning in this tube. And you see the sparkles in the liquid, and the actual container begins to shake. Not violently, but starts to vibrate and hum. And she'll basically set it down, strap it to the back of the train, and plug in the battery. And then reduce the wattage of the laser to as wide as it goes, so it goes from a focus beam to a... And it's just a giant engine, almost, on the back of this train. And you're mostly steering and giving a little bit of thrust, while this thing gives you the majority of your
How
power.
loud is this thing?
It is about as loud as a car.
Can I cast silence on that?
Yeah, you could.
For like what?
A minute.
For like what?
For a minute.
10 minutes?
How long silence? Is it a minute or 10
minutes?
minutes?
A minute.
10.
I think it's a minute.
He might. I think it's 10 minutes. I think it's 10.
I think we talked about this already, which is
We
why.
definitely
I don't
did.
remember.
Neither do
He
I.
definitely.
It's
said
his
it was
spell.
10 minutes.
Yeah, let him in.
No.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
I wrote number 12.
That's 10 minutes, yeah.
I
It
mean,
gives us a
we
head
could
start.
always save it
Yeah.
for if we hear the worm and then silence it. Enter
If we
stealth
hear
mode
the
of the
worm, though, isn't it already too close?
I mean,
Yes.
if we hear
It's like
the
a polar
worm,
bear.
if we hear
If
the
we
worm,
see it,
maybe
it's
not.
over.
If we
But
hear the
wait.
worm, maybe not. If he tremor
Joey,
senses the worm,
I just
yes.
thought about something. What if, because I already charged this battery, you'll still, if we have you use it.
I can continue. To
That's what I'm saying. If he keeps it charged at full battery, it can stay full charge because the battery isn't losing energy because it still has energy going in
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, it would still keep going.
So, yeah, I got it charged up max so we can get this thing going. If you want to stay and use
Yeah,
more,
I'll keep it charged.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
stays charged at 100%. So
Yeah.
we just have it to a charger pretty much.
So, you guys, through this tunnel, start booking through it, okay? And the wind, well, there's not really that much wind. All I'm going to say is, what's everyone's passive perception?
15.
17.
Passive perception?
18.
Yeah.
18.
Damn, I'm bad at perception.
Damn. Hefty
Anybody?
11.
Wait, this is.
15. Okay, so 15 and above. Everyone get that, basically?
No.
Who
Yeah.
failed? You. You don't see this, okay, but everyone else does. On the ceiling of the tunnel that you're booking your way out of, you see like light ahead of you, very bright light, but above you on the ceiling is numbers of like, almost looks like starfish people. Really small. Like they have these big, long arms.
Oh God, it's Starro.
That are like this.
Like, they still look humanoid, but it's like they have these weird starfish hands and feet, and like pot bellies and like bendy limbs. No real bones, but it's humanoid in its structure.
Can't do
And they're
it.
just all over the entrance of this tunnel or exit. and just as
If
you
I-
guys start going
if I stop
underneath it,
pushing this train,
it's still gonna go forward.
okay, I'm gonna
Unless
stop.
you tell her to shut off the battle.
I'm gonna stop and prepare to fight because I don't like this.
Yeah. Roll me initiative, everybody.
Wow, would you look at that? Anyone who's within 10 feet of me gets a plus 3. Hold on, is anyone
you.
within 10 feet of me?
No,
I mean, well, I'm in. Yeah.
I'm at the end
Nice.
with Joe.
Are you?
No,
I said-
I'm at the back.
okay.
Yeah, so-
Just you?
It was me.
You get a
well,
plus
me and
3.
me and him.
I mean,
You
it's
and
only
him?
60 feet from the very back to the very front.
Well, I
10
mean,
feet.
whoever's next to me at 10
Yeah.
feet gets a plus 3 to their initiative.
It's me and you. So I rolled a
So,
24.
22.
24,
I rolled a 24.
The joke is on you.
22,
I am going.
whatever you want.
I
You
rolled
get-
it
What's your
I
dex?
got a 13.
18.
higher than yours.
What'd you get,
Go ahead.
Brutus?
22.
22.
I also got 22.
Okay.
My initiative is +3 though.
Yeah, your dex is probably better than mine.
Okay, so you're first on the 22.
You're going first. I got an 8 in my
Um,
dex.
I have 17.
Dio,
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Brutus. Between the 24s, which one's over your dex is higher?
Mine.
Yours? Okay. Your is. What's your character name? Klaus. Klaus.
Apollo.
And we got Apollo. And then Mr. Zenith.
Yeah, I finally gave myself my last name because I couldn't figure it out.
That's funny.
I've just decided my surname.
Okay.
Treasure brand.
Here
That
on,
is
Here
wonderful.
on this train, I've decided my last name.
We
why I
all
went-
pretty much made our characters.
That's why I stuck
Klaus,
with the first
that's why I
name.
like it.
That's why I stuck with the
Klaus,
first name.
you're up
Jesus.
first. Okay, you see these creatures on the ceiling, their little beady eyes reflecting off of the glow of the thruster on the back of this train as you begin approaching at a near rapid pace. 30 feet per second, or per 6 seconds.
Are they dropping down?
They haven't reached the train yet. Okay, you are about, like, after this round, you'll be underneath them. Because you
I'm
guys
gonna-
saw them, you're getting to basically a surprise round before they can even act.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way towards the front of the train up to where Brutus is, so I can get my bonuses to my saves.
Okay. Full 60 feet to get up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dash shot.
Okay, Apollo.
If I was already near him,
You already have your bonuses and stuff.
close to the front of the train.
Yeah.
So I guess now's a good time to ask if a +2 crossbow is okay to have as my magic item.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at one of them.
What you get?
An 18 to hit.
Hits. Roll me damage.
Let's go. Ooh, 10 damage.
10 damage. You see one of these small apparition-like creatures drop from the ceiling as the crossbow strikes it, and the green ichor of its body just drops, and you hear almost a Velcro sound as its hands and feet are removed from the ceiling as it lands.
Does it take any fall damage?
It's dead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else in your turn?
Straight up murdered.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast a healing word on myself
Healing word, okay.
for the first level. spell
Yeah,
slot.
so you do that. We'll move
Yeah.
on to Dio. Dio Danzin.
All right.
It's
all
2d4
right.
plus 7. That just gives him back to 12.
What the hell can I do from all the way down here? How high are they?
They are 15 feet off the ground, 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
You can do the Pythagorean theorem if you want. I'm not going to,
45
so I'm
feet.
at 35, okay.
45.
45.
Okay.
45 feet.
Well, I'm gonna use
You did that fast, holy shit.
That's a guess.
starry. Wait, what is it?
Sounded pretty good.
Wait,
know.
starry
You
wisp.
must have guessed a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's like my
don't know.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
cantrip.
What, do they have to roll anything to beat, or do you just roll to attack?
I don't even know how to do it.
I roll to attack.
No,
Okay.
I don't
Really
know.
into it.
Roll that along with
Ass.
your damage dice, basically.
Okay, 15 plus 24.
24, that hits.
Yeah, and that's radiant damage.
How much damage?
9.
9? Perfect. 9 points of damage will immediately blast into this thing, and you see that the holy light fizzles at its body and it glows, and even as its corpse drops from the ceiling, it's just glowing on the ground as the train rushes towards it.
All right, man.
Anything else, or should we
Party.
move on to Brutus?
That's all I can do.
Brutus.
Are any of these within my 30 feet flight distance to me?
30-foot flight distance. Yeah, there's a good number of them just on the ceiling. You can see them because of the light. There's almost like a pearl, just almost a pale light from the exit of this tunnel. And you can see sort of mist billowing in from the exit. But there's a good number of them on the ceiling, sort of just around this. You can fly up and hit the ones that are closest to you.
Can I hold my turn for after any enemies that might drop?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Zenith.
Alright. What I'm going to do...
Were you watching TikToks?
No.
Yes, he is.
No, I wasn't, actually.
They were YouTube Shorts, guys?
He
No.
was downloading more RAM. on
It was
his phone.
Facebook Shorts.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, even more
Fucking
degenerate.
close
Dude.
enough.
Do you use Facebook still?
Yeah.
Sadly.
Ah, the Book of Faces.
Many faces.
Your red
They're
socks
above- are they
really
above
go
me?
outta here. Yes, they're above you.
How close until we're out of the tunnel?
35 feet, basically. Like, 30 feet till you're under them, and then you have the 60 foot of train out of the tunnel.
Shit.
Until the entire train's out.
So we're almost out of the whole
Yeah.
fucking cave?
Or no, not the
I-
cave, but the tunnel. This specific tunnel before you open up into the next cavern.
Okay,
The next cavern
I-
is obscenely bright, so bright it's reflecting off of the mist, and it just looks like a wall of fog.
It's pretty cool.
There's a boss fight up there.
Why do I hear boss music?
I hold my action
Where did that bass come from?
for when I go to the very end of the train, put my hand up, and my hand is engulfed in flames as I point straight up, and I go, I hope this might work, as I get Fireball prepped to launch into the air straight at these creatures.
Okay.
I'm holding my action until until the
Until
back
you pass
end-
at the very back.
at the
end of
very
train.
back of the train.
Okay.
Goodbye, horrors. Toasty.
Keep that reminded. Moving
I have it
on,
open just so I can
we got
remember.
the NPCs. The knight, he's just got his sword. No one else can sort of use magic.
He throws the sword.
Yeah.
The sword. No, he does not throw the sword.
The gnome tinkerer, she'll look up and like, do I double time it?
You get behind me.
Hell yeah, baby!
She's at the back of the train.
Oh,
You're at
well
the
then
front.
definitely double time it.
Double time it? Okay. She'll kick the drill / now engine into overdrive. And you feel the entire, you feel your bodies go, woof,
I think it knows we're
as
here.
it,
Can I enlarge that?
yeah, you could. on your
Enlarge
turn.
the engine?
Yeah.
I'll see why not.
Yeah. When it's done,
the
goes.
weight
still-
distribution
we're
is
still
so
in initiative
off.
turns
Oh
then.
no, and no one's steering
We're
anymore.
gonna fly off the train.
No
Okay,
one's
we'll
steering.
go far as shit.
No, we won't. We will be left behind.
Well, guess we're walking.
Seatbelts haven't been.
Good thing
invented
that
yet.
You
loud.
ever slam your brakes on your car with the
that
turkey
loud
in the
worm
back
bait's
seat?
gone now.
Oh, you seen that video? The guys, look at my fucking day.
Yeah, it's that. Bin's bits! Hold on! She yells to her assistant. I just gotta get these names in there somehow.
I remember that.
Tanky! And it boosts, basically doubling the speed for a short period of time, wasting a good portion of the battery just to get it out from under here.
If I had
And
to, it would peel back.
all of these creatures are going to try to drop onto the train, but because it's going so fast, they're going to struggle to actually get on. So I'm going to roll for them.
Toasted.
We didn't pass. My thing didn't activate yet.
Fireball.
Let me get the drops,
go ahead.
actually. Well,
Mid-drop fireball. Now that you're not holding on to anything and you're free falling,
who's in the back of the train?
Pussy.
Who's in the back of the train?
I went to the front.
the Tinkerer and her assistant,
The Tinkerer, Assistant,
and Corey.
Noble, Knight, and Corey.
and 35 civilians.
This is a 15-foot tunnel. And that fireball's 60 feet of a sphere.
30 feet.
30 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, it's 30 feet.
It's still gonna cook it.
Roll dex save.
Let's fucking go.
Oh no, he's gonna cook the noble lady.
If it cooks a normal lady,
He
I'm
killed
gonna
the
be upset.
Tinkerer, man. How do we turn
Damn,
the engine
damn.
off?
Oh
How do we
no!
turn the engine off? You cooked the person that knows how to use the engine. We're worm bait now.
What's your save?
15.
Bro, put the
You're
worm
so
on the
fucking
track.
I got a 10. So I'm fucked.
Can I give the noble lady barbaric inspiration?
Corey, I know you're
Bardic.
trying to
Bardic.
help, but you put the worm on the track
does
as
she
a
pass?
sheep, then you banished it and made us free fall, and now you burnt the fucking mechanic.
Well, I was trying to do it before he burrowed, but
Yeah,
you all
Corey,
invite. You
I
all
don't know what the
interrupted me.
fuck
Every time you're like, I'm gonna help, and then you fucking take
But
the
when I do, you all interrupt me, so I'm like, I have to sit here and wait my turn.
get on the train.
I'm gonna help.
I'm gonna
Good thing I had
push the
this
train
bottle of
for
water.
1 minute.
That was gasoline. Oh, there's a fire there. Good thing I have
As
this
long as
bucket
she
of water.
doesn't die, as long as she doesn't
Okay, hang
die
on.
instantly, we can heal her.
I know, but
She might.
mean,
I
how
don't
many
know
hit
what
points
level
does
she
have?
is.
don't worry.
She
I'll
might just
help.
be
They have
Corey,
levels?
stop.
4,
She might be just a commoner.
Wait. So
She
like,
might be
did
Ash.
Did she roll
7.
to get out the way, or?
I need
This
one
thing
more.
is
Dex.
stuck in-
Save.
I need one more
This thing is now
D6.
That's all
stuck
they
in
get.
overdrive singing the Worm's favorite song.
Why is this guy always killing people?
Intentionally or not.
Is he the government? He's always like, I can help. And it doesn't go the way I was
Yeah,
hoping.
right.
And
I disintegrate.
Well, his last name is
Can I just dispel magic
Bro.
just to be an asshole?
Counterspell.
I mean,
don't even-
counterspell
I can
would be great for
counterspell.
this.
I
Yeah, but I-
counterspell.
32.
You counterspell?
Yeah, I have counterspell. I'll burn it the
What was it,
spell
38?
slot.
32.
32.
What is my shit for counterspell?
Yeah, what
never
level's
used it,
fireball?
so-
What level is
Third.
it?
I'm only using third.
So he has to beat a 13?
Yes.
Okay.
Charisma.
Plus,
Where's-
I have to beat it at 13.
You're pretty charismatic, man.
I'm 19. I see the fireball go off. Fuck that!
Don't worry.
Plus proficiency modifier, so.
Okay.
Over 20.
Flip past
So,
it for me.
I did pass it.
Let's just go into an alternate timeline real quick.
I want to know what. I want to know what.
Where it did happen. Where the fireball goes off. Okay? On the back of the train, engine in overdrive, okay? Tanky turns it up, okay? Train shifts. And she looks up at you with your hand held in the air, and she realizes what spell you're casting. No! Hits the ceiling. Fireball erupts on the back half of the train. Only 2 of the injured people, well actually no, it's half damage. Everyone, about 6 people
Killed
that were
35
injured,
people.
immediately incinerated.
You killed
Okay,
all the survivors.
both of the gnomes immediately incinerated. Okay, on the walls of this building, okay, is just their ash shadows. Okay, of this time.
Fucking Hiroshima.
Okay,
I'm so glad.
Al. Mr. Alfonso looks at his lovely wife, Sanfonso, as she is immediately incinerated. Okay? And he is covered in terrible 3rd-degree burns. Okay? The knight sees this, the furthest away, okay? Grabs his lady and turns around and covers her with his body as he's immediately baked into a crisp. Her body covers her face as basically the outlines of her hands are permanently burned into her skin. Okay? And you take the... What, did you pass your own save?
No, I
You
failed.
take 32 damage.
So I was just.
Did you survive that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He won't
You
fucking
are the
survive
only
my
one
turn.
that
I
survived.
just gotta push him off the fucking
The
thing.
fireball over you then, as you survive, you look down at the engine, which is partially destroyed. And you see the little light where the
no, it's
industrial glasses is cracked. And then the entire train ricochets, explodes. The tunnel engulfed entirely in flames, as all of you are also immediately incinerated.
Now,
Hold on. What would the DC for that be?
I'm dead.
It is force damage.
You're dead.
Any sort
DC? Oh, it would be a
Dex
DC 20.
I would
You
roll.
take 0 damage. 'cause
of evasion.
Evasion.
I
You
would've
see
rolled a
this,
22.
okay? And with your dragon ancestry or whatever bullshit.
That's just monk.
Yeah. You, actually, because you're at the front of the train, it goes into overdrive, you jump off the side as the explosion out the tunnel. And you just see the train into the massive crystal field that you lie in, thick mist in the air. The entire tunnel shakes. And it's quiet for a good few seconds.
And then the worm comes by and eats me.
And then you hear the worm, and then as you're sitting there breathing, just
Oh my congratulations! You killed us all.
So, if we're... Are we done?
Alternate time.
I'll let
Yeah.
you cook.
Counter spell.
Oh, he said 10.
So,
Real timeline.
I do have... Can I
Yeah.
play it as... I see it as one of my eyes catching the alternate timeline, and I turn, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Counterspell!
The spell doesn't go off.
I still use my spell slot.
It still uses the spell slot, but it doesn't go off.
Thank you for not killing us.
You're welcome for counterspelling.
And with that massive fiasco, the train goes ahead, and all of the creatures that drop down do not land on the train. However, one does land on Flip.
Wait, can I use acrobatics to get out the way?
Is it my turn now that it landed? And I've been saving
Well,
my
actually,
turn.
I want to see.
Goodbye.
Can I use acrobatics?
What's
to
your
get-
AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
20.
20. Oh yeah, it is 20, isn't it?
Put that down.
That's a
Put it
22.
down.
Can I use acrobatics to skedaddle?
Name.
No, it hits you.
I
You
thought-
take
What the dog doing?
You know,
4
I
points of
thought you
piercing
casting
damage
Fireball next to
as
the
it
engine
wraps
was a
those
horrible
Velcro
idea.
arms
I was
around
right.
your entire body, grappling you,
Okay,
I
restraining
didn't
you.
stop it for the
Cast.
civilians. I stopped it because of that engine.
You gotta wait for your turn. You
Fuck.
still take. Your movement speed is dropped to 0 when it grapples you, and you begin to glow and take another level of exhaustion.
Shit.
That's its turn.
Kick him off, kick him off, kick him off, kick him off.
Everyone
kick him
else's
off, kick
turn.
him
Is
off,
it
kick
my
him off,
turn?
kick him off,
Yeah, it's
kick
your
him
turn.
off.
Because I've been saving my turn.
No, it's my turn.
Well, I've been saving my
Oh yeah,
turn.
Klaus is at the top. Well, oh yeah, for anything
I
that
saved
drops.
my whole turn
Yes.
for the first monster
Yes, it's
to
your
land.
turn.
So as soon as it lands, it starts attacking. I'm gonna come up and like motion with both of my hands and bring a wall of force into it.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Yep.
Before it hits me or as it hits me?
After it hits you. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I took the. Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Woo! Does he fall?
Bye.
Fucking train.
Slam!
He's embedded in the ground.
Oh no! Crush! I'm good.
Put him in the battery.
Roll. Actually,
Roll damage.
Into the
you
battery.
take 1 point of whatever damage he was attacking with.
It was my warhammer. I'm just
Warhammer?
flavoring it as.
Blood
Yeah, of course. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the creature like velcros around you like a weird spider as he hits you in the chest.
I have a
Klaus's
second
turn.
attack. I have an extra attack.
Oh, you have an extra?
Yeah,
Okay.
so the first one missed. I'm a bit. Oh shit! Sorry about that. Swing from the other way now.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay.
Another
That one's better. 22 to hit.
Another 2 to hit. That
No,
hits,
I was really hoping I'd clobber him again.
and you baseball bat it off of him. And it hits the. Basically, it goes flying out.
I would like to say I used my crusher feat to send in an extra 5 foot of shoving into the wall. Hopefully.
Yeah, onto the side of the wall, and the train flew out of the tunnel. You are surrounded by mist. You see pearlescent crystals all over the cavern, glowing in this bright white. This entire room
Now this
feels
is-
heavy with static electricity.
It should still be here by this time.
It just, you can feel it. Your hair stands up.
Engine is
Your
overdrive.
body gets goosebumps.
I really
and
want to hit this thing with
First
lightning.
explosion didn't happen, and the second explosion.
I'm gonna
And you
say
guys
that
are in
it
the
was
tunnel.
really close. It
or
got
out in the
really
cavern going.
Why do I
And-
hear boss music?
Like, I just want to say, the engine's in overdrive, and in that other timeline, that worm got here quick.
Totally not for comedic purposes.
Purely to eat meat.
yes. Yes, so that everyone
But
died.
I'm saying,
Hey,
now
you
it's
did say it was a one shot.
Yeah, right?
that would have been a great way to end that one shot, but no.
Dude, it would have been great. You would have made us end on time. If that went off, you could have left early.
Fuck that
Is it my
schedule.
turn?
You guys get out. Combat's over.
Okay.
I'm gonna help Dio up.
Thanks.
Do not
Of course, you got me first class.
use magic
I mean, I don't sleep.
anymore.
Hit. I'm gonna take
Says
a.
who?
Says me.
Why did I feel like my
Because you
life
almost
flashed
killed
before my eyes?
I'm gonna use a potion.
Keyword.
You're gonna use a potion?
Huh, get it? Because you're a monk.
Believe it or not, with my multi.
That's a magical potion. Right?
Believe it or
Yeah.
not, with my multi-verse eyeball, I kind of saw that shit.
I
gonna
want you
punch
to
him
roll a
in the face.
D100 for me.
I'm going to let you.
How the hell do I do
I'm
that?
totally going to let that.
Two D10s. Mark which one is the 10s and which one's the 1s.
Jared,
Yes.
I'm punching him in the face.
You just missed that entire exchange.
Sorry.
91.
Corey, what's your AC?
It's a hefty 10.
91.
You said a 10?
91.
Yeah, it's a hefty 10.
Okay, does a 19 hit
You're
you?
beating our wizard to death. And I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm punching you in the face for 7 acid damage.
Right in the face.
Acid damage is what I heard.
Right in the face?
Yeah, acid damage on the face.
Jesus Christ.
Does it like scar him?
A little bit.
Gosh,
I mean, it's acid.
shit, man.
Yeah, how it essentially comes out is
Man, Kenneth. Man, Zenith, you're gonna remember
sweat
this
comes
forever.
out of my skin and turns to acid.
Do it, I have another one. I still have more counter spells. Do it.
Dude, what's that one?
Keep giggling.
Okay. Isaiah,
Yeah.
you drink the potion, the effects go off, but they feel weird in your stomach.
Okay.
Feels wonky.
Ooh.
And you feel in this room, it feels like something about these crystals, this mist, is interfering with the magic of the potion. And in the back of your mind lingers the thought, if I died right now, I'd be fine.
Yeah. This shit's getting way too much.
You see, you feel, in the distance of this massive crystal cavern, through the fog, shapes, and shadows of the massive long worm, just moving.
We need to turn that engine off now.
It is a loud
I vote we throw
as
this
it's
wizard
overdrive.
I vote we just drop this engine and let it off.
Can I?
Can we?
hold-
In overdrive.
Can I immediately
Just
make-
saying, in overdrive.
Can I make an athletics
You'd
ch-
make to the next tunnel in about 20 minutes.
He's there right behind
It's faster than us.
It's far in the distance. Okay? It basically,
Can I
from
make
how
a
you can
perception
gather
check?
this,
Focus the laser.
focus the laser
Of
Focus
end?
the
Yeah.
laser on it.
on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a laser. Can I make a perception
It
check?
doesn't really go all that far.
But it's gonna catch up to us.
Can I make
it
a
will, yeah, eventually.
Can I make
And
a
then the laser will hit it.
Can I
Yes,
make a
if it's
perception?
behind you.
Can I make a
We
perception
can move the
check?
laser.
Yes, you could. What was that?
Can I make a perception check to see if it hurt us yet?
Oh, he fucking knows we're here.
I'll give it to you. The way it moves,
I'd rather
so
know for
far
sure.
it seems to move in like an S pattern, but in like 3 dimensions. So like almost like a,
Yeah.
you know,
It's like corkscrewing.
yeah, corkscrew.
Yeah.
So once it corkscrews, reaches a cavern, and then it just goes
To us.
getting closer, basically. It's almost as if it has a hunting pattern to locate tremors.
Real quick, to the rest of y'all, if we turn the engine off and I try to push it, do you think that'll increase our chances of survival because it won't hear the engine anymore and we'll still be moving?
It will probably increase.
Is everyone on board with this? Do we turn this engine off and save it in case we need a laser? Because it's still a laser, we can use that when it gets close and I'm pushing it, we can still blast it.
But then we're risking the lives of everyone else on board just to try to kill this
We're
creature.
risking the
Can I
lives
just
no matter
hold an
what.
action?
I
Yeah.
think if we leave this
As there
engine
are-
on, we're risking the lives no matter
As there
what.
Well,
are-
we'll set it
I
off.
feel like if, rather than staying still,
We're not saying still, I'll be pushing it. I'd rather give us the chance of
Range
moving
of enemy?
silently than flying through here while it knows we're here. Like, see, my hope is if we turn the engine off, I can keep pushing it and it'll be heading for where it last hurt us. So we can hopefully, make some distance. And
How
then if
far
it
away is
catches
it?
on, we just either... If it's close,
And
we
it's
blast it with the
behind us.
laser, and if it's still
I'd
far enough,
say-
we book it with that engine, and we try to make the distance count.
okay.
It's
yeah.
about a minute
I mean,
from
A minute.
Well, with it,
So
a
we
minute
shrink-
is 60.
I
Well,
can't
that's
do
10
that.
rounds.
I was gonna say I'm
right?
strong, but if we shrink
10.
these, I can't fly with this full of people. That would be too much. I'm not that strong.
I'm trying to do the math here. Give me a second. You guys continue talking.
Greater than or less than 150 feet.
So,
Greater than.
is anybody on board with my plan, or do we want to leave the engine running and just roll the dice?
Turn it
on
off.
that? Turn it off. Well, let's vote, because I don't want to just.
1,000 feet away.
Okay.
So turn the engine off and try to, have me push it quietly.
We could leave the
I
engine
feel like
on and I can
either-
cast silence on the engine as long as you'll let
That's
me hold
also
my
true.
next
It's
action.
10 minutes of silence.
On the engine?
Does that sound okay?
Cast silence on it, put it on overdrive.
Yes. Now.
Okay.
Hell
As long as you'll still let me hold my next action.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm casting silence at second
As long
level.
as like the spell that you want to cast next is not concentration, it will not cancel the silence.
Then I'm gonna get back to
Silence
steering
concentration?
and hope it
That's
doesn't catch
boring.
itself.
Silence is constant.
That's one of the other reasons why I'm like I don't mind it moving along with the thing you're on top because you're concentrating on it. If you get hit, it goes away.
Okay, then let me look at the other thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
no,
say very
do
loud.
not wanna do
That's
that.
You don't want to do
boring.
that?
We throw the wizard.
You don't want to do silence?
Right.
Chuck the dwarf
Correct.
into the fucking canyon. Leave him.
I mean, he doesn't want to do silence. Are you guys still going to kick it into
Because
overdrive?
the other spell I want to do is another concentration. spell.
What is the other spell?
Well, if you have silence and you're going overdrive and it doesn't find you, you don't need to use the other spell.
And you can always end
But if it's on
silence.
top of you, it already found you. You just end silence to do your other spell. You know what I mean?
For as long as my other actions help.
Yeah, you
Well, I
can
guess-
hold your action while you're using silence.
Do I get my
Then,
spell slots
then
back?
I cast silence on second level on the engine.
Okay. You aim at the engine, you cast silence. Okay, you have 10 minutes or whatever of silence on this thing.
Do my spell
I need you
slots
to roll a
come
D100.
Me?
Yes.
for using that potion?
What?
Do my,
I
spell,
would
my
assume
spell slots
so.
come back if I use that?
You have a
spell?
long rest,
What is
basically.
the
You
time?
take a long rest now.
Nice.
So you
Well, I can't
regain
use spells
1
anymore.
point of
I'm
exhaustion.
not allowed.
You
But
can
you
still
had
use
two.
though.
Yeah. No, I have to
Nope.
spell.
What'd you
Dwarvish
get?
stubbornness.
72.
No spells allowed.
72.
Thank your monk.
Listen, dude, you were about to fucking kill us before
Look.
he stopped you.
Like, I'm gonna say, in game, out of
Okay.
game, if the wizard stops using spells, I have no reason to protect you if you refuse to spell for something like that.
I'm not allowed to. Thank your monk.
You cast silence on it, okay? And to speak the words of the spell, okay? To your hand motions. You feel the air as the magic runs through your fingers. Feels almost like you're moving through like thick liquid. It's hard. It's difficult. And then you cast. And you take in the breath of the magical energy that you've just released. And you feel it settle in your body. You feel resistant. You feel strong, but not in strength or power, but in resistance. You feel anything that comes your way, you'd be able to resist it.
Worm stomach acid.
Cool.
Resisted. Bring it.
And you guys are going into overdrive for the next 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. I need... Just give me stealth rolls, you guys. I just want to see stealth rolls.
15.
Disadvantage.
15.
19.
19.
I am
Yeah. 3.
You said stealth?
But
Yes. What'd you get?
Someone
if
put the
if
dwarf in
I'm
the
close
silence
enough
ball.
to the engine,
Yes.
am I not also silent?
Don't worry about it then.
17.
17.
Alright, take all the loud people, shove them
I
in
would
the
be
quiet.
back by the thing keeping it charged.
Okay.
Keep
Just roll it for me anyway, and I'm going to add basically...
It would have been an 8.
It would have been an 8. Okay.
keep
8. And then who's near the back of the engine?
I'm by the
I would
engine
still be
keeping it
there.
charged.
I'm driving. I'm
You're
conducting
driving.
this train.
So I'm going to add just 3 extra 20s.
How did I become the train conductor?
Because you can fly
I
naturally.
deleted the train conductor from the memory and took his job. I literally did. I'm like, oh, he's a puddle of gore. Delete him from my memory. Oh,
Okay.
I'm the conductor now.
The worm goes to where you were. Okay, but because this thing you make it halfway through this giant empty cavern, okay, in 10 minutes. Okay, the other half to the tunnel is 10 minutes away. That's when silence cuts out. Okay, after a minute, your weird feeling in your gut where you're like, I could die and I'd be fine,
Yeah.
goes away.
Oh.
You're like, man, I'd be able to resist anything, goes away after a minute. Okay, and you feel back to normal. The other 9 minutes, you guys are jutting it, and when the silence is about, you know the silence is about to give out any second. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Prepare my next action.
Prepare your next action.
We're not on
Cast
initiative
silence
anymore.
again.
We're not on initiative anymore, right? We don't.
No.
No, you're not initiative.
Once I see it start getting about halfway, I throw a key point of energy into it.
Okay, you recharge it up.
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, and each time it goes up, I'm gonna cast it again.
Recast it, you're just keeping it up.
Yep.
Give me a D100.
D100.
Yeah.
34.
34.
So silence has ended.
Okay.
So silence has ended.
Yes.
So my concentration is open. I'm not concentrating on it anymore. I'm gonna cast Aid. So that way 3 creatures within my range get a hit point maximum increase and a total hit point maximum increase of 5.
So
Perfect.
So I'm
with
Who are you giving
aid,
that to?
you could have cast that while concentrating on the spell.
I'm not sure. If it's,
Either or at this
Aid
point.
is not a concentration.
yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah.
It just
Let me
lasts
a
8
D100,
hours.
Noah.
Doesn't matter.
Another D100.
Yeah, another one, D100.
Then who are you casting it
People
on?
using magic in this
I'ma
weird
cast
magic
it
cave,
on-
and they're surprised.
What'd you get?
I'm gonna cast it on. Corey, what's your character's name?
Zenith.
Zenith.
Klaus.
Brutus and Klaus.
Klaus and Brutus.
So I,
Okay.
oh, and it's on my temp, right?
And then
No, it's not
D100.
temporary hit
Yes.
points. It increases your maximum.
You basically get 5
For 8
temporary hit
hours.
points above whatever you normally have.
It is not temporary. It increases
It's max
your maximum.
HP, isn't it?
Yes.
For aid?
So you could like heal it back, theoretically.
42.
42. Okay.
Should increase
5.
You turn into a potted plant.
Me?
Yes.
What? Okay.
For 6 seconds, you are a potted plant. Tell me what you feel and what you experience as a potted plant.
Now?
Yes.
It heals me.
It heals you for 5.
Oh, it heals me.
Take a
the
deep breath in
moment
of your
I-
CO2. And let a good breath out of oxygen.
The moment
I hope
see
everyone else
him-
can breathe a little easier.
And then you're back to normal.
Okay.
Well, that was an interesting feeling.
Yeah, it's only for 6 seconds.
Okay, never mind.
You didn't recast silence?
I already took it.
Yeah, you took the aid.
I
Okay.
took aid.
Are you going to recast silence?
Do I get to?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. We're not in combat right now.
But
Okay,
there is still
I'll
a
cast
worm.
silence again.
The worm's back easily a couple hundred feet.
I'll use another second level spell.
Yeah, you cast another silence. The worm has no idea where you are with these silences. Okay.
Engine kicks on.
On the engine anyway, you know. So you continue and you finally. Actually, give me another D100 because you just cast silence. Sorry.
Come on, baby, give me another 42. I want to be a potted plant.
Another
again.
potted plant.
Make
Another
him go
potted plant.
Make him go insane.
86.
86.
Wild magic.
You become sexually active.
Finally!
Bro, is this just wild magic table? I know this table. I use this table. Wait a
We've
minute.
played this game before.
Wait a minute. I'm
For
a
about
wild
a
magic
minute
sorcerer.
after you cast silence, there's mirror images of yourself, just sort of like,
Just around me.
yeah,
Cool.
Yo, he's got his
There's
back up.
more of me.
yeah. He was resistant to all damage for a minute, and if he died, he would have reincarnated within that minute.
That
That
would
would have
have
been
been,
fun.
Yeah.
that would have been
What
a
the
great time
fuck?
for that worm to show up.
Yeah, right?
Man, you should have just jumped.
I didn't know how else I could say, but besides,
No, I
if
got
I
it.
died, I'd be fine.
No,
Oh, I thought that was just really depressing.
it makes sense in hindsight, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
right,
that is
go on.
suicidal.
Yeah, I cast
Oh, dude, it was just the side
Depressive
effects may cause depression.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, right? I was like, wait a minute, what the
Mega
fuck?
depression.
I'm not gonna just jump off and just
Okay.
end it right
He
there.
gave me the big sad.
How many more silences do you have? Quick question.
How many more spell slots?
Yeah. I mean, we could also try to rush to the end of this, or this could be a two-parter if we want. Because I still have quite a bit.
I'd be down.
I'm
for
cool
a
with it being a
two-parter.
two-parter.
Two-parter?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. You
We should
guys.
start calling them two shots.
Two
These are my
shots.
two-shot
Yeah,
one-shot.
one in the body, one in the head.
Even though it should be two in the body, one on the head.
Well, we'll see if it becomes a three-shot.
Hey man, I had to save on bullets. They're not cheap.
Okay, everybody make sure your
about?
character
They're
sheets are
a
marked
copper
down how
coin.
they are. With the silence, you guys managed to get out of the crystal section of the cavern. The strange magical energies emanating from the crystals, leaving you.
If I look back, is there still the wall of fog from this
Yeah,
side?
the wall of fog when you
Okay.
out the other end.
We like it. We like it.
The boss music has ended.
My guy's dancing a little better now. Still a little tired.
You're feeling better.
Feeling groovy, guys.
And you only hear the distant rumbling of the worm in the background as it is still looking for you. Or anything, really. It might not even be specifically you. Is this thing even intelligent enough to want to kill
Probably
you?
just
Can
hungry
I
looking for some more worms.
throw some dancing lights? Just yoink.
My character's
As
completely aware
the
of this,
disco
that I
ball
am in
of
the
Dio
food chain.
Danson sparkles
And I'm not
behind
even
you
by the wall.
as you fade away into the darkness of this dimly lit starry tunnel. We'll pick up Dangers in the Dwarven Deepway next time. Thank you so much for joining us, all of you, and I hope everyone can have a good, nice goodbye. We'll see you around.
Deuces, motherfuckers!